Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are now for the second version, or the second part of the big playoffs of the ESOC Community Challenges League, the ACL. Welcome you all to this event. My name is MFD. I have the honors of being the main caster today, and with me in a second is dear old Josh. There we go. Josh, are you there yet?
Hello, MFD. Yes, I'm here. I hope my mic is alright this time, but I think it should be alright. Can you hear me all good?
It's absolutely perfect, my friend. I'm really hyped to cast the series, man. I gotta tell you.
Yeah, it's looking good. I mean, we're going to be seeing quite a difference here. We got 92 on the ladder compared to 183. But the percentage of win-loss ratio is very, very close. So I think it should come down to civ matchups and if the counters can be put in correctly.
Absolutely. And the most fascinating thing, in my opinion, here is that that's a little of intel that you probably don't know, but I do. But those two players faced off in the German league, I think half a year ago or something. And actually, Passi left the German league after that very game against Tobi. So we will see some revenge stuff today, I reckon.
Oh yeah, it's
So,
like he's back for more.
ab-
We're ready to see. I feel like it's like that boxing matchup where it's like, oh, he's back for blood. It's the revenge
absolutely.
match.
This is Rocky 3, my friend, and it's going to get bloody.
Exactly.
And I'm all for it.
All right. Well, let's just have a look to see what the players opt in for with their first civ here, because I think the first game, if I'm not mistaken, is on Manchuria.
Let me take a second. Yes, the first map is going to be Manchuria. So we've got one of those really nice balanced maps, in my opinion. You've got livestock, you've got water, you've got trading routes, and natives as well. So you've got the entire option out there for you.
Exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of viable strats in play that you could opt for. Both players, depending on their civs, can opt for more of a livestock boom, like you said, opting for the trade posts and water. You know, taking control of either one of those can definitely supplement your economy. And even we've seen the odd player just completely neglecting water and just opting to take that stagecoach, especially if the route is safely behind your town center.
Absolutely. That is one of those dynamic factors of the map as well that just changes the situation with each time you start it up, right? And what comes into this play here as well is that Passi, on the one hand, is, as far as I know, not really a DLC Civ enjoyer. And on the other side, Tobi is probably the epitome of that because I think he lastly played exclusively DLC Civs, except for his Germans, but those are from another world as well. So we're going to see some
Holy.
good
So
stuff.
we're going to be seeing the new versus old here tonight.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, and I'm really looking forward to that. I don't know who to put my money on though.
Well, we're going to have to get the predictions starting soon. Just waiting for the civs to roll in before I launch that one off. But yes, everyone get your channel points ready. I don't think I caught the last stream, MFD, but did we end up announcing that those
The giveaways,
special
yes,
tickets?
briefly, absolutely.
Perfect. We did them briefly live. Just plugging them again quickly so everyone knows. I think we've got it as 500,000 channel points. I think there's quite a few of you that have that many. I don't know how you've got that. I even heard MFD that someone's got a couple of million. Don't tell me how that's happened, but they've got a couple of million resources on ESOC TV, that is. And yeah, one of those per person per stream, and you can opt in to get some DLC keys for A3D, which we're very excited about. And thanks again to MFD for helping with that as well. Very generous.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Obviously, I mean that is that's the best I can do here for this effort. I mean, all of us are putting in a lot of work. You yourself, just obviously as the media team leader, I don't. I mean, the guys, even if they knew half what you did behind the scenes, they would be astonished. So, thanks to you as
Yeah,
well
it's
for your
pretty
efforts.
insane. No, honestly, I think it's great to see over the last over EPL and ECL as well. We've got a couple more boys coming on board, like yourself, Jaeger Shearer, as well as McLeaves and Lopsided Fluff. Definitely um, pulling a lot of a lot of stops out to give you guys some quality content here. I'm just blown away, MFD, that within a space of how long ago was Kings of the Old World? I want to say about 8 months ago-ish.
Something like that. Honestly, I have to
In
admit,
that ballpark.
I'm a black sheep in
Within
a sense, but I didn't follow that one too closely.
Oh, really? Oh, disgraceful.
Certainly.
But yeah, in the space of about 8 months, we've gone from like, and I was just talking about this before as well. We've gone from like um, good old Arial size 14 font on black background to literally what they used to have almost with Escape AoE. And it's just an absolute. And I just give a shout out to yourself and McLeaves and stuff for really coming through and helping with those map intro vids as well as a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, those obviously are mostly on McLeaves and Lopsided Fluff. But one thing we have to point out as well, because it's what you guys are looking at right now, is obviously Vlad's work with the overlay.
Yeah.
Insane, the guy. What implementations he got to. I mean, you see all the stats for the players, you see the new overlay and all the mechanics we can build into it.
I was just blown away when he pulled that off. I was like, he literally got the player stats, like, because I remember when I was super young, I was like 12 or something, right? And I'm watching like my very first ESOC stream, and it's when Interjections casting. It's in the remember the old. I don't know if you remember, but it was in the old lobby system back on the Asian Dynasties.
Where you had to join, right?
They join it because the casters would join the lobby, and it would have like the players' flag, their favorite pick, their win percentage with the civ, all that stuff, and Vlad's just come through and pulled it off again for us, which is just amazing.
Yeah, that is just all the dedication that people put in there. And don't forget, that is all for free. It's not like Microsoft is paying us a cent for it. So that's all just pure dedication, fan base, and a little bit of insanity, I assume.
Yeah, it's classic AoE3. AoE3 is a game that attracts only the most dedicated of the AoE3 community, or the AoE community, that is.
Obviously. And let me check a quick look. So the lobby has been hosted so far, so players are already working on their civs. As you guys probably know by now, after 3 weeks and now finally into the playoffs, the first match is agreed upon, so the first matchup. So that always takes a bit longer than the others. And after that, it's just going to be step-by-step good old action.
Exactly, yeah. I was just actually having a look, seeing if with the map, the civ tiles, but I'm having a look here. Why did you choose Kuchla and Custer for Passi? Was there any reason for that, or?
Custer was just something. The problem is, I asked them what they wanted to see, and Passi was like, "Yeah, of course, the Black Panther, right?" And the problem is, we don't have that specific character an option, so I just picked something that looks more or less decent. And Tobi on the other said, "Oh, I want the Feldherr one." What is the Feldherr one? Yeah, I just want the one that looks like the Feldherr, which is general in English, or in Feldherr in German, right? So I just picked Küchler because it's the only German character. He's an arsehole, but I guess he still looks like a general. So I hope Tobi won't scold me for that choice. Yeah.
He does look sick as fuck, though. Yeah, you're right.
So
that's great. Actually, MFD, out of curiosity, I want to see if this works, but can you head over to scene 2 for us with the alternate pre-match? I want to see what that looks like, if that's coming through properly.
Oh, you mean just come on, my head. Just the transition to pre-match 2?
Yeah, I just want to see what it looks like.
All right, yeah, that's one of those things that we have worked on as well. Don't forget that. There you go.
Because that's the one with don't forget to change it in the
yeah, you said pre-match 2. That's what you asked me to do.
Wait, is that right?
That is the second pre-match thing. And then we've got, of course, the live cast one and the post-match one. So whichever you want to see, you just got to tell me.
Okay, I don't know, because I'm just looking at it now and it's not... Is the chat coming up? Did you hit Alt 2?
Oh, you meant that one, sorry. Now I understand what you mean, obviously.
I wanted to see the chat pop up on the screen. I want to see it, because I haven't been able to see that live before since the release. Like we've done some mock ones, but I haven't seen it properly out. So this is technically the debut for pre-match number 2.
There we go. That should be it. There it should be.
Yeah, that looks sick. Yeah, there we go.
So that is one of the new scenes that we got, obviously with a bit of a bigger map pool. But the most important thing is that you guys are finally there. That's the first one that's implementing Twitch chat live, more or less. So glad to have you on board.
You guys have no idea how long it took to get that working, the chat feature. It was so bugged for so long. It was crazy. Like, and it's still a little bugged. Like, for some reason, the moderators don't show up with it. Yeah, like, if a mod types something. But that literally took forever to get working. But it looks pretty cool. I reckon it's got the AoE fonts and...
Oh, we got the matchup. Sorry to interrupt you, but we got the first matchup.
No, please.
And am I allowed to reveal it yet? Yeah, I can hear you groan. Tobi is actually, as I predicted for this map internally already, he's playing Hausa, which makes a lot of sense on this map. And on the other side, we've got Passi actually playing Ottoman. So those are two civs that I feel like there's no real in between. You either hate them or love them, in my opinion. There's nobody really like.
Saheen the Falcon.
Yeah, should do that.
1,000 Janissaries have landed. Defend the fort at all costs. Bring up my campaign voice lines.
Yeah, and my favorite one is always still bring the hoop throwers. I know how to deal with the Turks or something like that.
You know how to deal with Janissaries.
Yes.
Yeah, I was always playing it as a kid, and it was the best. It was the funnest thing.
Absolutely.
Best campaign.
Well, let's take a look. The maps are there. I think the players have started now, so we just should wait out the usual delay of 3 minutes, as you guys know, because that's what people agree on. But yeah, I'm really hyped for that one because I know Ottoman, for them it's also nice because they've got all the options. But for Tobi with Hausa, think about that. You've got, I think, 12, I reckon. 12 yaks on the entire map, so he can really bump up those numbers.
Yeah. I feel like, yeah, you're right. For Otto, some water play, mixing in some water will be super easy. It'll be a nice little transition, get that extra villager production building out. And he's got that safe trade route potentially behind his town center. So Stagecoach for Ottoman's going to really get the ball rolling there. But the question is, what's going to come out on top? What's going to be able to compete? Is it going to be the Otto Stagecoach mixed with water, or is it going to be the house that going full blown on those yaks? Is it going to be that influence coming in, and is he going to be able to keep up with Stagecoach?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm really looking forward to seeing this. And Tobi is just, don't forget, both players, because usually would say, okay, yeah, Passi has a goddamn lot of games, right? But Tobi is close behind, so those players both have an extreme amount of experience. And I think somebody in chat already pointed it out. Yeah, Dorfjunge, thank you very much, man. Also part of our community. Just pointed out that Tobi is probably just 1700 elo right now. But in tournaments, as we have been seeing, he's always playing at about 1900.
Yeah. He pulls it out. Yeah, you're right.
Because he's just sweaty when it comes to important matters.
You need to give them an incentive. That's what you need.
Yeah.
They're going to win. That's why.
Absolutely.
No one cares about Elo. It's all about tournament games. That's what matters. I was just noticing, actually, MFD, while you were saying that as well, the predictions for the channel points was heavily in Passi's favour, potentially because of the stats on screen. But as soon as you mentioned he's actually a 1900 player, I think I saw another 2,000 points quickly just get put on Tobi.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I don't think he ever reached 1900 elo-wise, right? But the problem with Tobi's elo is that guy, if he finds a funny strat, he's just going to try it until he reaches, the bottom of the barrel and goes back to 1300 elo. And then he just doesn't care and plays normally again and goes up to 1800 again. So he's always going back and forth. He doesn't use any smurfs or something like that. So his elo is always impacted by how much funny stuff he's playing at the moment.
The purest form of elo, yeah.
Absolutely.
No, props to him, especially for doing that, putting everything on the line.
Absolutely. And let's just see. Yeah, we just got the message about now. They are starting about now, so we should see that game come up in a second or two. Or rather in a minute or two. Well, man, that is going to be exciting. Especially because, don't forget, I don't know what Passi's last matchup was, but I know that Tobi, the last time he played against Scientist, and I talked to him afterwards, and he is a kind guy. Tobi is really one of the chillest guys you ever will get to know. And he's really kind and nice and not overly aggressive or anything. But dude, that guy cussed me out like hell after playing against Scientists. that USA strat, if you guys are familiar with the one that Scientists played in Pampasinas, I think something inside of Tobi died that day once he played that. So really, he wants to come back here, and he wants to show us what I can do. And I think,
He's got something to prove. Now,
yeah,
I feel like if Passi literally just opts and just he doesn't even have to do the strat. All he has to do is just select USA as a civ, and
and
he's already under Tobi's.
and put a single, to the farm rush that Ace used to do. So
Yeah,
he just puts back a single farm, and Toby's going to go, no, I'm out of here. Jesus.
yeah. Just the insta resign doesn't want to play against it.
But back to the game itself, I just realized we got the game up already. So if you guys are ready to hop in,
Launch into it.
we are as well.
Wishing the boys luck. Oh, perfect MFD. Nice transition. Perfectly
go.
timed as well. Natural.
Yeah, I tried my best here. And we are starting with the with the Bavarian Feldherr in the southwest, and northeast shows us Passi with his Ottoman. And actually, it's the defensive trade line. So both players basically got a free TP line in the back that they can stagecoach on. And Tobi is a stagecoach enjoyer if he enjoys anything in the game.
Oh yeah, hella lucky. Safe trade post line here. This is a stagecoach dream.
Absolutely. And it should be for most players, right? Just because it's every piece of eco that you don't take, that you can take, well, it's lost eco in my opinion. Passi just closely missing the first pass.
That's
Bit unfortunate, but he tried to at least. And Tobi is already on the map getting all the food they can get. Look at that, livestock coming in. I reckon he might actually be able to fill that livestock and go beyond, because he got 3 cattle, right? He's going to get 8 more. So he might have too much cattle for his livestock place there.
yeah. I think he's gonna go bust. It's that Hauser Explorer with it on the camel, super speed, being able to get out there. Kind of reminds me of the Indian Explorers back on
No.
the livestock maps. I think it was Pampas Sierras, just running out and grabbing all the livestock super quick. And there's nothing you can do about it, with the infantry explorer.
Absolutely. And while we're talking about the livestock, let's look at the trade route again, because that one is already fully TP'd, it looks like. So Passi not wasting any time. He went for 2 of those, and he's actually probably going to, yeah, there it is, capitalism. So he's going to do Ottoman 10-10, if that makes any sense, where he goes for capitalism instead of 3 villages. Doesn't need to build a house, and therefore the age up is going to be super freaking fast.
Yeah, that's actually a really good strat. Identifying the map, being able to adapt to what he's going, because you might have some players opting for the standard auto build, with the house and the church, and the single TP. But he's identified the map. He's identified that he needs to get stagecoach to keep up with the yak boom, the influence boom rather.
No.
And he's a good player for adapting to that
and
tailoring his strat to the map.
Talking about the Yakpum, by the way, I'm just seeing here 8 yaks on the field as well. So Tobi is point perfect. He's got 10 of 10, 10 out of 10 on his livestock market. So that thing is going to fuel his economy throughout the next 10 minutes like hell. So Passi is already, he has to act up here.
Oh, look at this. He's overpopped with the shipment.
Oh.
Poor bugger. So wait, what's the count MFD for yaks? I think is it 8 to 2? 10 to 8 to 2?
So Passi has 1 so far. 1 is still on the map, and I think we've got 9 for Tobi. So it should be 12 in theory. Maybe 1 got eaten already, or 1 is still missing. I can't figure out where it is. Well,
Either way, heavily in Tobi's favour.
Certainly, yeah, but that should be it. A fun thing about this, because Tobi tried to teach me this civ, right? And there was this first map that we had a quite decisive map on in the German league against a player who's 200 elo above me, and we played a house and mirror on that one, so I know all about it here. It is a certain slugfest, because it gets all those cattle and all those yaks to just buff your economy. It's insane what you can do with that in the bank. Tobi, Passi by 340. He's up with the Philosopher's Prince. So 2 extra villages, I reckon. No, sorry. The extra food, obviously. And that age up is to something even fast age civs can barely reach that kind of speed. Absolutely insane.
That is ridiculously quick. And I didn't catch, did he get any food treasures along with that? Or, oh my god, the walls were...
Yeah.
He's like, oh fuck.
I'm not taking any of this shit. Yeah. Well, it makes a lot of sense, because what he does is kind of, he gets line of sight more or less, so nothing can come straight into space, so Passi has to go from the sides. And Tobi is probably going to go with the Palace of Amina as a first defensive measure. And that is just going to make sure that he can't just go through his base just like that.
Well, the perfect thing with this wall, right? You know, it can, like you said, line of sight, falls him back, and if Passi ever did overcommit under the town centre, it's a little trap, you know? It's a nice little pop that Tobi can get on top of him and stop him from retreating out of there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but look at that. Passi's already really goddamn prepared because
Stagecoach.
Stagecoach is almost through before 5 minutes. He's got almost 1,000 wood in base, and he got all the resources he needs to go H3. So this is the fastest H3 we're going to see, with decent eco behind it, honestly.
That's ridiculous. Stagecoach, what was it, 4 minutes 50? That's insanely fast.
Yeah. And also Tobi got selective breeding in the market, so he is really going to fill up all those yucks to the brim where they're going to explode. Full of resources, that is. And look at that.
Sell. 500 wood, 500 coin.
This is going to be interesting because Tobi looks like he's really sophisticated on his economic growth, right? And at the same time going more or less defensively, while Passi is just not interested in going in there in the first 6 minutes. So he's now building his first military building. Only has one house down, and he's just going to go for H3 and enjoy the hell out of it with a scout, actually.
I wonder if it was actually, I think someone in chat called it earlier as well.
Huh?
If Tobi opted for a raider start, he, like, I suppose it's more of like a blind raider start and running into Passi's base and being able to just idle up his town center there because he knows he's not going to have any military units out. But I guess that's more of a thing of just blind predicting what your opponent's going to do. It's more of a risky move.
Well, I know, look at that. Tobi knows that Passi is doing an FF because he saw the coin. That's the last thing actually he knew about Passi's base, so that's quite telling. A mosque coming up behind it, of course. Wait, is Passi housed? No, housed. Population cap? No, he's not. Tobi on either side is now probably going to go with a 700 wood for Stagecoach himself because he is just like that. He is a stern eco enjoyer.
Is it worth popping those trade posts on influence? I don't play the African civs that much myself, but is it worth putting them on influence and trying to get some techs out?
It depends. The techs in the first stages are not that strong usually, but you can get a fast stage out of it. And especially if you look at Tobi's deck, which I haven't done, oh my god. Party Boater, which quite literally means party boat for all of you who can't translate those two letters that are different from German and English there. But look at that. He's got anti-water, and those Sudanese allies are going to be a huge help in his fight against the Ottoman. And
I love that when this civ... Sorry, yeah?
No, please go ahead.
I was just going to say, I love when this civ first came out, that everyone in the community at the same time had the same thought about what those boats look like, the party boat.
Yeah.
We all thought the same thing.
Yeah, and it has stayed like that. So everybody in the German, almost everybody in our part of the community at least, is calling it that. So yeah, it's kind of caught on, and it's stuck. Yeah, you see? I guess that Tobi is in a second or so gonna, once he has the resources, gonna research the Stagecoach, and he's already gone for the next one. So he's actually, look at that, Garnachi. It looks like he's opting for Akan and Kobies, and with the right text, that might actually be quite strong.
Yeah, it's not gonna be too bad. I see he's extending his wall out as well at the front here, potentially trying to stall any raids. Maybe predicting the scout age up as well, so he knows there could be some Delhi running in to try and pick off a couple of builds.
I feel like scout, if you want a military age up, then the scout age up is the most potent one that Ottoman has right now, because those guys are just so insanely good. Yeah, but look at that. Yeah. It's actually, this is Lion something. I think Lionheart played something like this as well, right? This extremely fast, hard-hitting cannon FF. I mean, a bit of Cav, a lot of Gen actually for that timing, and 2 Falconets, and those guys actually being vet. So I don't know how Tobi is actively going to fight this if he stays H2. Well, because the Akan are good, but I don't know how well they fare against cannons, honestly.
Are they good enough to deal with 2 Falcons?
Tobi knows, though, that this is coming now, because his Drecksau... I'm not going to translate that one again, guys. If you know, you know. Otherwise, I'm sorry.
Oh, dear.
But yeah, cannons actually coming forward. And look at that. The walls are more or less paying off. The anti-cav should be in action here soon. And Tobi is actually sending in Fulani. I don't know if Fulani is the answer here.
They'll be able to pick off a couple of the Jans, but ultimately they're just going to melt to the Falcons.
Yeah. What did he build here? House builder. Could go into a military camp just to get some extra production out, probably. But now, obviously, the enemy is in a base, and those giant forts are not as strong as you might think. And now the micro war begins. Oh. Yeah, this is weird enough, honestly, but at the same time, we don't have a lot of reinforcements out of Passi here. Even those 5 gens seem to be lacking back a bit. And now we've just got a huge skirm mass and a lot of Archons who have not been spotted yet. So I think he's trying to bait Passi into going onto his skirms.
I reckon this fight is in Tobi's favor, actually, because he
can
get those javelin... Like, exactly, right, like now, yeah, that.
Look at that, and they are on melee on the artillery, and this fight is going to be devastating for Passi, because those Archons are going to melt everything once the cannons are gone. But they need to be gone, though. That's the important part here.
Didn't even have to say anything, it just happened, but right on cue.
And... Yep. Look at that, Passi losing his entire army here, and Tobi being behind that with a huge economy. And yes, they actually always have had an extra multiplier in melee against Cav. But yeah, look at that. Those guys, 170 HP, but it's the area damage that really takes the cake, basically, because that makes them so much stronger against any massed infantry. And those John are scared. Those Janissaries, they don't know what to go, honestly. And I wouldn't know either. There's some weird folk with togas on them, and muskets they don't even want to hold up and aim with, and they're just killing you and all your friends. I would be scared too.
They're routing, they're running away.
Yeah, and look at that. Now, even the reinforcements don't want to get caught there. And Tobi is now triple water booming behind that. That is Tobi as he lives. Look at that.
Bloody hell. I can't believe he's gotten away with it with a 3-dock water here. Meanwhile, he's got the trade line. Yeah.
Oh, I'm just going to take a quick look at Passi because I think he just left a lot of reinforcements in his base. Now he's sent in 1,000 coin, I reckon. Yep, look at that. But
yeah, he did have those 5 gens staying back amongst the trees there during that fight. But, I mean, other than that, getting the town cells down, hopefully, soon.
Yeah, now, I mean, the Gen Mars is huge, of course, but he needs Abus, I think. And he also needs the goddamn Viltech because he's popped on 25 of those. Yep, there we go. And I reckon that has been the case for quite some time now, so we'll have to look at the graphs later on. Oh yeah, Tobi extending the wall just to be sure. Oh, this base, man. This is... oh, God. Some people would curse just at the look of this.
Walling simulator.
Harrison coming in. Audio is really imbalanced. Can you just elaborate that further? Am I too loud? Is Josh...
Yeah, which one? Up there.
Yeah, just please give us a hint there, and then I'll try to fix it. But it's probably me who's too loud.
Yeah, just fix it in Discord. Just balance it out.
Yeah. Can't hear second. Okay, then I'm gonna just bump you up a second. Give me that much time, please. Oh.
Happy days. There you go.
All
Anyway,
right.
back to the game.
Yes.
The latest news in from Passi versus Tobi is walls, more walls.
And
the
on the
stock
other
price of wall has shot through the ceiling.
Jesus, yeah, the inflation is just caused by the amount of walling that is done, and on the other side, the amount of cannon building we see here.
Fast.
Yeah.
The Ottoman demolition squad has come to put a stop to this walling.
All right, I hope, guys, that is good now. With the voice. I hope Josh is not overturned now, but I just put him up a notch. And yeah, Passi is going to try again. I hope he doesn't try to, push into this 1 second layer of walls at this there. I hope he pushes over here. But Tobi now in H3 as well, so now he actually has an option to fight this. And the greediest thing he could do, he knows he's under pressure soon. But 5 builds and 5 griots as the first shipment. God, man, Tobi. And Passi is actively pushing in here. I don't know why, but he's doing it.
This could be interesting, though. Oh, I thought he was going to try and opt to get behind that wall without breaking it down.
Yeah, but I think if you look at it closely, I think there's some random object there blocking a bit of the path.
Ah, damn, that stone.
Yeah.
Can never get over that.
Those 3 cannons tearing apart a huge building, but nope, not that stone.
Alright, getting some more Khan coming out here, and there's a huge infantry mass, but he doesn't really have anything to do with these 3 Falcons. 2 Falcons maybe, but not many Javelin Riders left over from that last fight.
And I feel like
he's got any left over.
Tobi is probably just going to sacrifice this because honestly, he's just going to sell one of his cows and he's fine and can build a new TC.
Yeah, sell a cow, get a town centre. That seems normal.
Yeah, weird economy stuff,
As
okay?
you do.
Inflation, as we said. Bare essentials are getting more expensive.
Exactly. Yeah, look on the right there. He's chucking down so many houses just to try and keep his pop up.
Yeah.
He's got the res. Look how much he's floating right now, and the income is insane. 66 vils. And the fight's
Yeah.
going to be forced in a second here. But if he can just hold on for a little longer, the cools are coming out, and they'll be able to deal easily with these falconets.
Yeah, and then I think it's GG for Passi because, I mean, he just lost like 1,000 or 2,000 resources in infrastructure. And those two colors are about to pop and ruin Passi's day.
Not to mention he's down 5k score as well. So.
Oh, yeah, right. There was something about that. After Tobi
Yeah,
lost all
that's-
the infrastructure. And the only
Alright, one volley. Come on.
The only thing that could screw Tobi royally here is the so-called Feldherr micro, because Tobi is notorious for his incredibly bad cannon micro in important situations.
Exhibit A.
Well, he's getting... Oh, that one could be huge, though.
There you go.
He could get another shot off.
Oh,
Yeah. And look at that. Everything
Surely,
gets killed
surely.
here. Spy's not even part. And now his reinforcements get in there.
yeah, there's the GP. Surely.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else for Passi here to do.
What idiot card?
Jesus Christ. Alright. That just blew my eardrums out. I will have to... Yeah.
Fine. Exactly how to fix that.
I put the stream overlay down. Sorry. Oh, Jesus. I hope you guys didn't lose your ears, but Iron Turtle, thank you for the subscription. I'm just coming around now to this. Thank you for the subscription of 5th month. So, really happy about that. Supporting our efforts and supporting, well, this kind of entertainment, guys. GG on the first game. Passi tapping out after being utterly destroyed by that. By those Rusky muskets. I mean, honestly, look at the Jans. Look at the Groids, the Echinancobias. I wouldn't bet my money on the Echinancobias usually, but if you look at the stats, you know why they won.
It looks like they're wearing kilts.
Yeah, I'm just quickly going to hop over into the statistics and just take a quick look at that and let's see.
Game. Yeah, good
Yeah.
idea.
There we go. Oh, that didn't look... Wait. Sorry, that was my bad. There we
It's
go.
okay.
Yeah, happens to the best of us, I guess. But yeah, look at the resources alone. That's 10,000 resources more than Passi. Only 1,000
Bloody
resources
hell.
behind.
And how much of that is
Bananas.
influence? Only 4,000.
Yeah, it's insane if you think
So
about
still
it.
6k ahead
Yeah,
in natural res.
yeah, it's absolutely bloody insane. And military-wise, look at that. Also, the mass, even trade more or less, but the mass was so much bigger for Tobi.
100%, yeah. I'm just thinking here, it's just a simple case of just how Tobi's just out-ecoed Passi, and Passi's had a chance to deal damage and just hasn't been able to deal enough damage in this case. I think that's
Yeah, I mean, look
basically it.
Look
Clear-cut
at the
case.
first fight, right? The first fight was not too terrible for Passi, but he was afraid to go in again. Tobi lost a lot, but he also fought off the most important force, the cannons, in that fight. So he held it. And then the second one was just a disaster for Passi, when that he couldn't fight. Even though Tobi kind of bootlegged himself there with the cannon micro. But again, that was... Let's look at villager population, because I'm really interested in seeing how long Passi was actually not producing any vills. All right, I have to give it to them. I probably was too harsh about that. I thought it was a longer period.
Bloody hell, still, that's hella low compared to the triple fishing boat boom. No
Uh,
wonder the income's so low.
Oh, you reckon that one TC from Ottoman is not going to hold up with three
Nah,
tops?
you don't say.
All right, guys, let's go back into the pre-made screen and wait for the next one.
See what says they're going. I'll end that prediction now real quick.
So there we go.
There we go.
Oh yeah, I need to scroll down with Jedi C. There we go. Can you check Vills? I hope that helped. it's just a great match, sorely. Olivesa, you just came in at a perfect moment because this is the very first game of the two. So 1-0 for Tobi. And that is why we said, guys, don't underestimate 1666 ELO. The 666 in there stands for the devil that lives inside Tobi's brain whenever he's playing a tournament game. So believe me.
It comes out. Yeah, I mean, being down so much ELO into this matchup, you know, most people would just see that and be like, oh yeah, there's no chance. But like you said, it's a bit more than ELO in this case. This is a tournament match.
All right. So, do we have any match?
We do have Civs for game 2.
Nice. You can announce him this time, please.
All right, we'll be seeing Tobi's USA versus Passi's Spain. And this is game 2, so we'll be seeing it on Central Plains. So Central Plain, USA out from Tobi. I wonder if the mill strat is going to be pulled off here. Very popular. But then Spain, we do have the Viceroy coming out, so that might be able to. I don't know. Will it be able to keep up?
I don't know if. I don't want to see both players just going for wacky strats. Okay, just don't jinx it already.
Some normal games today, please.
Yeah, please. Olivier is saying, I've heard Tobi went on a Starkbierfest yesterday, so he plays better today. I don't think Tobi is more like the guy who just plays 50 games in preparation, then does nothing for a week, and then just plays it like he's a young god. You know, that's what Tobi does. And similar, it's obviously it's a series of 7, so we play all 7 games, and we're going to see a lot of action. And yeah, obviously the browser sources killed us there. Just give me a second. But we are about to hop into the next game, and I'm really looking forward for that one as well.
Yeah, no rush. I'll let you know when they've come up. But yes, so I think it should be a good matchup. Both these civs have definitely have nice little early boom potential. I haven't seen that much Spain Pirashiki recently, and I know in the new patch as well is interesting. I don't know if anyone's seen or played on the pup yet, but all the church cards, all those units have gotten insane reskins, absolutely insane. They look epic. Especially my personal favorite is the Tower and Sword Riders. I don't know, have you seen them, MFD?
Not yet, no.
Oh, that's okay. They literally look like they're Black Riders, and they've got a Lane Magnum from the. Yeah, they've got Elaine's horse. They're riding Elaine's horse pretty much.
Jesus, that looks juicy, man. Oh, that sounds juicy. I'm really looking forward for the next patch, though. I mean, we have been waiting each week to see, is it coming now? Is it coming now? Just because of all the changes that it's going to do to the meta itself and to graphics as well, because a lot of love went into those changes. We have to admit.
So many got overhauled. I think there was a great Iron Kaiser video that went in and detailed most of them, but there's just so much stuff in there that's getting a skin overhaul. I think
absolutely
it's going to look like there's 20 new units coming out here, but
yeah,
everyone's going to get confused.
Jesus, I did a video on the changes, and I did only the royal things, right? Only the royal units that now look a bit different.
Yeah, the royal guards as well. Yeah.
That alone is insane.
They look sick.
But before we get lost,
red codes are actually red codes now.
Before we get lost in our hype for the new patch, don't forget we've got a game on the horizon, and it's already there. Tobi versus Feldherr.
Go, launch.
Passi on Central Play. All right. And off we go.
So we've got 57% into Passi's Spain. So Passi is the favorite here. Favorite heading into this matchup.
Certainly is. So there we go. Again, it seems like, but honestly, Spain against USA, I think is. Honestly, I have no idea. Just because I don't play neither of the civs, and I haven't seen that kind of matchup in a long time. The cavalry from USA should be really, really good at countering the lancers. So I don't know if you can go for any lancer composition as Spain here, but we'll see how this one turns out.
Sorry.
No, it's alright. I heard my own beautiful voice. Nothing to apologize about that.
After you crack me up.
But I think that Tobi, if he goes for a TP first, and he's usually planning on going for Chinese immigrants on this map, a valid choice because that if the enemy knows what he's doing, he's just going to leave you TPs and just push right into you because it takes your tempo away. But if he doesn't, yeah, I see the Chinese immigrants being queued up already.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about momentum in this matchup, and rather than map control or heavy kaboom like Brit or something, it's more about the momentum of the game.
Yeah. Can you do a prediction, by the way? That would just be great because I think people are already hot in that one.
I did. Yeah, I did put a prediction up. I think it's ended already.
Ah, sorry. So result,
But I can put a poll up for those of you who missed.
All right. And actually, we're seeing a 10-10 out of Passi, I think. Is that correct, or is it just taking? No, it's a 10-10 for Passi. So he's actually sending in mercantilism. He opted to play ATP, I think, with this deck, which is super weird because ATP is the worst choice he can make on this map now that Tobi has the Chinese immigrants out. That's terrible.
I distinctively remember back in the days of EP when we used to see ATP coming out every game as Spain. That would be like the card that you send as Spain, regardless of the map. And we just barely see it anymore because there's so many better strategies and cards you can opt for as Spain on DE. So it's great to see the card getting more use recently.
Yeah, but just look at that. I mean, Passi has been waiting here. And now he has to move all the way down here to get even one of his ATP out. So that card was entirely wasted. He wasted a card. Spain, holy shit.
That must just be gut-wrenching, man.
I can already hear him cussing, all the way here to Innsbruck. Jesus. And yeah, there we got Drexel again, just upping up to another role. This time as an astronaut, it seems. And what is Tobi taking there? 35 XP, 35 coin, yeah. Just a little bit of comfort there. And actually, for Chinese immigrants, not too bad with the age up, in my opinion.
Yeah. Actually relatively fast, not going to lie, like you said. I think this is a huge age 1 victory for Tobi here. He's denied ATP, he's gotten the trade post line, and he's gotten so much value out of his treasures. I think if we have a look at the line of sight as well, he's probably scouted a lot too. And I think it's just firmly in Tobi's favour at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, look at that.
I mean, he's only scouted his own stuff, to be fair. I think Passi was a bit more aggressive on that one. No. Both stayed very safe. But the fun thing is, even with his fast stage up, I do feel like Tobi took a bit of tempo away from Passi at least. And that is exactly what Passi needs to beat this build. Because it takes a while for the Chinese immigrants to really pay off. And if you start sieging that stuff, you're not going to get any use out of it. So.
Exactly, that extra 1000 HP as well does come in a bit of handy. Like 1000 HP, but at the end of the day, it's an extra 15 seconds of breathing time.
Yeah, and also it just it doesn't hurt USA if you lose a TP. That's the point. It just does not hurt you at any point. So it just takes time away from your enemy if you start sieging that. Yeah, and Tobi himself aging up with Pennsylvania, so he is going to go probably for his trickle build that I actually taught me.
Pennsylvania pound.
Yeah, and Schoko Eyes, for all of you who don't speak German, I guess there's at least 5 or 3 out of there, right? Schoko Eyes basically just chocolate ice cream. Tobi names all his decks usually after some sort of food item that he likes. Just as a little bit of trivia. And you see that the next trading post picture goes out, and he doesn't even know where to put it, so he just puts it down here at the Shaolin Temple. He doesn't need it particularly, but just takes it. Got a shipment in as well, and he's sending the Philadelphia Convention, which is basically a church card plus a church. And Passi is doing the wrong thing here. He's going for the TPs. Jesus.
He's fallen into the trap. Into the 1000
Yeah, look at that.
HP trap.
That's 7 rods sieging for 20 seconds, and that's not even halfway done. He's not going to get the job done. Tobi has both of those trading posts. He can do whatever he wants now. And don't forget, that's all XP for him.
I was going to say trap for young players as well, though, here, is the rods. They're not that good at sieging compared to pikes. They're more of catching out infantry, or catching out skirms in mass and chasing down cav. They're not really what you want to be, what you want to have sieging a trade post, especially a trade post with 3,500 HP.
Yeah, fully agree. And Passi now came in with 700 wood. And I guess he thought he would be done by now, but that's exactly the 1,000 extra HP we're talking about. So Passi is just sieging and sieging, and it has taken him over a minute to get this thing down now. And he hasn't done any damage at all to Tobi himself. And Leo, yeah, Tobi has Chinese immigrants. So...
Interesting. Can we head over to Tobi's perspective?
Oh, yeah,
real
of
quick?
course. Yeah. Oh, God, he's actually going for it. He is doing the cheesiest build of them all. He's going to go for Scottish immigrants.
So how much is that going to give him now? Is that
1, 2,
9?
3, 4. Saloon, 5, 6, I reckon. Oh, no,
Just 10, so
7.
he's-
8. Oh, my God, that's 8. This is going to be juicy.
Wait, don't forget the initial one as well.
That's 9. 9,
Yeah.
400 HP, boys. And he's just... I haven't seen this build out of Tobi. I never have. And he's just on coin like a maniac. Gonna go for gunslingers now. And he's just gonna right-click everything that Passi builds.
It's Sheriff Holmes reincarnated.
Holy cow, look at that. Gunslingers on the field. They have the abilities, right?
Look at the damage. What the fuck? Boom.
They're one-shotting the Explorer.
Deleted. Bang.
That tower is going to go down in seconds. That tower is going to go down faster. And the TP. Then it took Passi to siege down the TP alone.
Yeah, how much siege do they have?
Oh, just 40. Casual.
Casual 40. Jeshol, I'm a Jeshan. No, honestly, those units are a beast. They're not like a cannoneer or I want to say Royal Horseman where you can just charge them into your enemies. Like you still got to micro them.
Yeah.
But
I wonder
definitely
now
a chat of me.
what Tobi's idea here is, because he needs to do something with his military, right? Because I mean, he had military advantage. He can just take that. Passi's not aging.
He 100% can take it. I'm a bit confused why he's not pushing out.
He's
Obviously,
waiting.
it's a line of sight thing, and I think he's scared of seeing. Yeah, exactly. 12 Seminole Shark Tooth popping from that trade post. I think that's what he's worried about. Oh no, sorry.
That's Tobi.
I'm a dumbass. I mean, yeah. I was thinking maybe 8 bows or something from Spain, but
Spain is going to go for an economic
he doesn't even
play
have it
here.
in deck. Yeah, why isn't he pushing out? He doesn't even have it in deck.
Yeah, and Feldherr Tobi on the other side, I thought he was going to go for the scans, but he's now trying to age up, it seems. He has enough coin. I mean, he has a 300 coin trickle, don't forget that. And
Well,
Tobi,
State Capital's gonna. Yeah, sorry.
he's actually going to catch the army of Passi here, and there's no way that Passi can escape, because those guys have extra speed, and this entire army is dead.
The gunslingers, quick draw. They're just
Yeah.
ripping through the Rottleiros and
Just-
here.
Just as a short reminder, what happens if you bring a sword to a gunfight? Well, yeah.
It's like the
Oh.
scene from what's the Indiana Jones? Oh no! Oh no!
Tobi just lost the damn wagon. God. That's
No!
huge. That's huge. That's an entire shipment and his fast stage and his next shipment XP wise. That is huge.
Yeah, because when you build it, you pretty much get the next shipment, right?
Yeah, and you also get a fast stage up for free.
Oh my god.
Oh my Jesus, that hurts. I mean, that was really
That's
good play by Passi though.
bad.
That was because he was focused too much on the gunslinging action up there though. But now he's going to get
What was
revenge.
that, like 2 or 3 cav, literally just.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
That's
We traded shipments. Passi threw a shipment. Tobi threw a shipment. We're even.
No, that was not a shipment for Passi. Oh yeah, I mean the units, of course. Yeah, the rods are dead. That's true. But
Oh no, I mean the ATV at the start. Sorry.
yeah. But honestly, slowly but surely, it looks like it's. Nobody wants to research the stagecoach. Nobody is confident in getting the
Yeah.
control.
It's
Actually,
gonna be destroyed and rebuilt so many times. It's like no one wants to.
yeah. Oh Jesus, the free stack. Oh, the free tech is still there. Thanks, Funf. I didn't know that. I did not know that. But Tobi, I don't think Tobi is going to rebuild. Oh, he did. He rebuilt
Wait.
it. So basically, he just
Oh,
lost
yeah.
300 wood. That's all he lost. He got the
True.
XP. He got the fast stage up, as we can see now, with Kentucky, which means that he gets 8 sharpshooters if he needs them, and he's going for the defensive play first. So Russian-American company.
I think that the Russian-American company is also underwhelming. Would you mind just hovering over the tooltip for that
Oh
card
yeah,
as well?
sorry, yeah. Actually,
Because
for those
I
of you who don't
think-
know,
Yeah, you say it, 'cause I think you might say what I was going to say.
Yeah, the blockhouses, of course, excellent defense, but also villager buff, 30% gather rate on hunted animals. That is just like a better steel traps version on top of steel traps. Did I say what you wanted me to say?
As well as, it doesn't say it in the tooltip, but it also upgrades outposts to frontier outposts, not blockhouses as well, not just blockhouses. So if he chooses to spam outposts from the capital, they'll be automatically upgraded. It doesn't say it in the tooltip, but it does it.
I did not know that, honestly. Damn it, you just educated me, man. More Huss on the field.
I think it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's so good.
Honestly, Passi still does not have real answer for just for the muskets alone. And oh god.
Yeah.
No, look at that. Look at that.
Oh, run, villagers.
That is, I mean, those guys got 4 speed. Those guys, whoever stops the running loses this game, in my opinion. Oh god. Passi.
Don't take the coin mine bait. Don't take the coin mine bait.
Oh, but Toby stopped as well. Oh no. Jeez, he doesn't know. He doesn't know.
It's like that. Line of sight.
No.
Oh dear God, he's just barely out of it.
Wait, Toby.
Okay, he sees it. Come on, Toby.
No, he doesn't see it.
Toby, don't walk past it. Toby, don't do this.
No, because of the raid here.
No, Toby.
This game was
thrown it.
just GG'd.
That would have been a GG moment. Oh dear, man.
I'm sweating
He's
balls,
got to watch
man.
this back. He's got to watch this back and have his head in his hands at this point.
Yeah, because he always does, and then afterwards he tells me, "Oh God, that and that happened." I was so furious when watching that.
That's got to go in like all the confirmation videos right there. That missing those villagers. Oh, that's so sad.
Oh, hey Luna Lovegood, nice to have you for the first time in chat, by the way. You just tuned into the perfect moment to watch this, whatever this cluster F of a game might turn out to be. We've seen a lot of action, a lot of what ifs that haven't happened. And yeah, Toby is he's committing to a saloon play, isn't he? He's getting the Wild West upgrade, so that should benefit, I think, only the Outlaws. Oh, Owl Hood's on the field as well.
I think it might be worth, is it 600 coin for refreshing beverages? Those gunslingers are going to be dishing out so much more damage once that tech comes in, if he opts for it.
Yep,
because I think it makes them recharge super fast.
Yeah, might be. And I also think that he just wants to put those owl hoods to use as well, because once he sends the Kentucky Hunters, his owl hoods are going to be better. Oh god, Toby, don't throw your god. Don't throw it.
Oh,
because that's
quick pull, trick it. Yes,
yeah.
Good. Okay.
That's the famous Feldherr RT micro. If he does it here, I'm going to scream at him personally in chat.
Oh dear God, that was close to a oh shit moment.
Yeah, he still, dude. He has his army here in the back with his Gatling guns, arse, being butt naked there, waiting to be taken by those 2 cannons. Honestly,
they're not even facing. They're just turned around.
Oh,
Here it comes. Here it comes. One volley.
Oh, it hurts.
Surely that's in range. Surely.
Nope. That's just cannon micro shenanigans.
He's barely gotten away.
I mean, that guy should probably be limping by now, but no, he took it fine. Just a casual cannonball to the knee. Doesn't stop you from going around.
No issues whatsoever. No speed reduction. Nothing.
Yeah, and Toby is now going heavy, dipping into the cavalry cav play. Oh no,
Carbine.
never mind.
What a carbine.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I was confused.
Surprisingly, sorry, yeah.
No, I just was confused by the Kentucky Hunters, but honestly, that's just 11 sharpshooters and extra owl hoods. So, dude.
Bloody hell.
And honestly, they're not enough
+3
skirms.
range and 11. Yeah, I mean, the owl hoods are going to come in real handy, especially the shooters as well, getting that extra range on top of the skirms. So with every fight he's taking, a row of skirmishers, a row of behind him is going to be taking a volley off on the front line of Passi's army, which is going to be super helpful.
Yeah, I love how Toby just, he just doesn't care. He's really chill. He doesn't need any of this, in the sense of he's not forcing a fight when he doesn't need it. And now he's going to go in. No, both really a bit afraid. Both players a bit afraid of actually committing to the fight.
No one wants to take a fight. They know that this is gonna. It's just mutual assured.
Toby! Jesus Christ! What was that? Passi could have easily committed on that one.
Oh dear. Well, I think this is the composition: Skirm Goon versus Musk Husvalk. Who wins?
I'm certain that Tobi has this, I think, because of the amount of anti-cav here. The Lancer should just die because those guys melt Lakota cav as well. And yeah, look at that. The Gatling guns, even Tobi sniping the guns. Actually, Tobi won the artillery micro war. Look at that.
Somehow wins the artillery war with the Gatling guns.
And he just
That
completely,
shouldn't be.
utterly
GG,
destroys. Yeah, he just obliterates Passi here. What a fight. Good positioning. And Passi just did not have the right army for this fight. Jesus
100%
Christ.
well played.
Well,
So he turns out he didn't need to kill the Vils after all.
yeah. Lou 3890 saying, I wish we could see in-game chat. I'm really happy we are not seeing in-game chat because then probably this stream would have been censored.
Yeah.
Oh.
The most vile stream in all of AoE3.
Yeah, dude, that I guess that Passi is exploding at this point, which I fully understand. I hate to fight USA as well, but that was just very well played by Tobi. Oh, God.
So
Okay.
down 2-0. Let's hope he pulls the next one back.
Yeah, Jesus. I'm going to quickly put you guys into the what's it called? Into the post game. No, I can't even talk anymore after this. Oh, Jesus.
Alright, we'll go have a look at that. I'll complete these predictions real quick.
Nice, thank you.
43% is coming ahead here. It looks like chat's been wrong twice now in terms of the predictions. So
Yeah.
a lot of channel points being dished out to the minority.
Which
here.
is great. That means all of you guys who have bet on Tobi so far are probably getting closer and closer to being able to buy one of the tickets that might...
Oh, MFD, the segue. You cheeky bugger.
Oh, I was looking forward to that one.
You had that planned out from the start, didn't you?
Yeah. Obviously, I just instructed those players to play it exactly the way to prompt you into saying that. No, to complete my sentence and to not miss the entire purpose of the segue. We are handing out Steam keys for the 4 DLCs that are available so far for Age of Empires Definitive Edition on Steam. And if you guys are interested and have, well, the money, the channel points, you can actually buy one ticket that enables you to be in the final drawing, basically lottery drawing for whoever gets those tickets, those stream keys. All right. So, cough up a coin. I think how much channel points is it again? 500,000.
500,000 per one. But I think it's fair. MFD will probably lower it if no one purchases it within a couple of streams. We'll probably lower it down to about 350, I think. Yeah.
We will see how people react to that. It's the first time trying it like this, right? So we are learning as well, not just you guys. Well, yeah, we'll see about that. And yeah, I just one thing that we wanted to look at, military unit population, obviously.
Exactly. Yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean, that has to do.
Far out.
That also has to do with Tobi's usage of cowboys and owl hoots and all those pop-heavy units, of course. But in the end, I mean, all resources gathered, Passi was just a little bit ahead, right? Yeah. But Jesus, that was a game.
Well, MFD, I'll let you hop back into the pre-match real quick and just to update the scores. And then while you're doing that, I will get the next game going, and I will. I don't think you'd ever pick this one off. I didn't think this.
Can
was
I
even possible.
predict
We're
it?
gonna see.
Can I predict it?
Yeah, okay.
I'm talking about a Haudenosaunee mirror.
You crazy boy. You're right. It is. It's a hard mirror.
Oh,
Bloody hell, man.
I just know it because I know who Tobi trained with before this, so I know that he plays it. And since you were so, completely flabbergasted by it, it must have been something weird out of Passi as well. So, how we go?
The hard mirror. Bloody hell, mate. I swear. I think, honestly, this map isn't too bad for it. I mean, you start with those extra fishing boats. You start with that extra 5 pop. As a result, you can use your travois on a dock more easily. It's not as pressing, if that's the right way to put it.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's generally, you can generate an insane amount of tempo out of the starting situation on Lake Victoria. It's just, I saw it, and I'm a Haudenosaunee, or an ex-Haudenosaunee, and I was impressed by that shit. Sorry, I can't put it any other way.
No, it's...
Honestly, I don't think... We have seen a lot of Howdy on this map, but I don't think in the entire ECL, at least in Season 4, we haven't seen one single Howder mirror on this map, though, have we?
I'm not too sure. I don't think so, though, from my recollection at least. But based on the civs, based on the map, I'd say it's a wise decision.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, well, we'll head into that game now. If you've got a,
I've got it. I've got it. I'm on it already,
oh
guys.
My God, look at this: 72% to 28%. Tobi, after the last 2 games, Tobi is heavily favoured to win this game, to win this match here.
Yeah, I mean, understandably so, because it's just weird with strategies. Tobi, one thing we have to say about him, though, he's not the biggest fan, not fan, but not the biggest micro nerd out there. So in a matchup like this, if Passi can hold his micro together, he might be actually favoured here. Just because I feel like Howder, especially fast Howder H2, is just very micro intensive, you know. So you really have to make the best of the units that you have. But yeah, both players obviously starting with 2 fishing boats and also with 5 extra prop space, as you said. So
MFD, I'm disappointed. It's a mirror. Their scores should be exactly the same. They're
50.
What's that? What, 40 something difference? Not good enough. Close up.
No.
Exact.
It's even 68. So Tobi has basically already won the mirror, as you can see. One more thing.
May as well just call it now.
Yeah, one more thing that I always forget about this map. But there's a whole lot of goats. Yeah, that's what they're called. Jesus, a whole lot of goats on the right side, and Tobi only got 1 so far, and the other 4 are on their way to Passi.
H1 in Passi's favour?
H1 depends on that thing here. If Passi, Passi's not going to lose Explorer, right? Well, yeah, that thing is about 80 coin. I don't really know why they would need the 80 coin, but all right.
Hunting dogs in transition is all I can think of, honestly.
Yeah, but not with the fast stage usually, and that's Tobi's. Yeah, and he's gonna like it. And he's gonna Kaiser bitch slap the boy back into his face.
Exactly. It's like, how dare you try and get this?
Honestly, I would probably just pull 1 boat and just get him to safety, you know?
Oh, that would be so smart. That would be the 5-hit move.
Oh, Jesus. And Passi needs 50 more wood so he can afford another boat, but he's probably not going to go for it. Yeah. Oh, that's a shame.
I'm just thinking, MFD.
Yeah?
Have a look at those coin mines in the lake. Can you have a look at one of them for me?
Yeah.
Because I wonder if they're actually... There's not enough room there to put a tribal marketplace.
Oh, don't get me started on that thing. Don't. Just let's not ever speak of the devil again, okay? And Risotto is pointing something out in chat that I also just realized, namely Tobi is aging up with 17 vills, right? Look at Passi though. He was counting on that treasure, I assume. Or he was counting on something at least. So he never got another fishing boat, so he wasn't able to overpop as efficiently as Tobi did. So that is actually not a huge thing, but it's the first deciding thing that is probably going to lead, you know, snowballing on throughout the game. And the Explorer, it's just, oh god. Oh, it's just hitting
He's like,
him.
if I'm going down, I'm taking this coin with me.
Yeah, dude.
And this is going to be so detrimental because the early fights are just going to swing so heavily in Tobi's favor now, especially if they're not under a town center.
100 XP, man. That is pure insanity. Tobi is just... And Tobi doesn't play the Civ, just to confirm that, guys. So it's not his main Civ or anything. He just played this clean off his mind, basically. He tried that strat a few times, and he is super confident with it, it seems like. So kudos to him, honestly. Passi still has that food bunker, though. And especially with how the food is essential.
Yeah, 100%. The boys are definitely showing their skills as... rather than a specifically rehearsed build order, they're showing their skills as AoE players. You know what I mean? Being able to adapt, being able to, you know, show little small soft skills in the game.
Look at that. Tobi does not give a...
That's beautiful base. Yeah.
He doesn't care. He just doesn't want to get involved with any of this early rush business. And Tobi is the first one to put a canoe on the water. I love it. That's a dead fishing boat.
Sir, get off my lake. This is my lake.
Hippity hoppity, this lake's now my property.
Well, he's already 1 vill down with that fishing boat. I wonder if he can pick off the second one. Oh, there's a second.
Oh, he
canoe
might.
out. Yeah,
He's just going to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. So he's going to be 2 Vils already ahead at 4 minutes 30 here.
Should be 4 or 3 even. Nope, it's even more. That's 28 Vils for Tobi so far, and Passi's an 18 because Passi is now sending. Oh god, this is a slaughter on water, and on land. I don't think that Passi can contest this. He's now
I feel
being
like even 5. Yes, 5 supporting tomahawks on top of that, even batching it from the town centre, just on top of that dock to get it down earlier. Because once he takes out that dock, it's going to be hard to revitalise your economy after losing all those fishing boats. You know?
Yeah, that is true. But on the other side, it's still a big investment, and you can still just idle this thing. With those 2 fishing boats, if you just keep up your numbers, if you keep them higher than Passi's numbers, you can just idle them back into it, back out, back in, and that takes a lot of attention. Yeah, you see that? Tobi's going in again. He doesn't care. He's just going to be annoying.
And you know what? While they're not fighting and not firing, let's gather some fish while we're at it.
Look at that. The Warheads.
Oh, what a snipe!
Yeah, that was the Warhead doing that. Strong stuff. And now Passi might actually have a chance to get back in water because Tobi, on the other side, did not get too much water take out because of the canoes going further.
I'm just looking at the trade post spawn as well, and this is heavily in Tobi's favour. Look at Passi's trade. Oh wait, no, sorry, I'm looking at this wrong. I didn't notice because it's bloody turned blue.
Oh, sorry. What?
Don't worry. You know, like the trade post goes the colour of the player when they like control it.
Yeah, it did not build it. Yeah, it's a bit hard to spot in the perspective that you're in, right, I guess. And Passi.
Yeah, Fixio pointed it out as well. If he manages to get it for 100 food, 100 wood, you know, I think it's like a 5 times bonus against ships or something ridiculous.
Oh, on the Root Militia?
Yeah.
That could be the truth, actually. I don't know, but that could be really got them strong because they are kind of pseudo artillery units, right? Or pseudo culves, probably. But yeah, Tobi.
Oh, you were saying, continue.
Yeah. Passi now aging actually, and that is great for Passi, I think, because he's going up with the messenger. That is not too great though, because he's not going to have the shipment ready. No, never mind. That puts him closer at least.
A little closer, yeah, with a couple.
Oh, Tobi. Tobi is having none of it. But honestly, the Warhuts. Is he? He's actually. He doesn't care about the ships. But the Warhut has the range.
Yeah. They're just going to be eating up those canoes so fast. But he does do a good job at trying to get one away. But
yeah, and the market went down, and now this one is going to go down. Because what you have to do here, I think, is you have to just put the canoes into the dock as well and pop them out after you've done considerable amount of damage, and then just shoot the things one after one. But now we've got skirms in the field. Don't forget that. So military-wise, Passi is, of course, behind in the economy department. But military-wise, he might be able to pull a win out of that.
As the AI taunts would say when you're versing Maris of Nassau or Napoleon, you've got the technology advantage, but I have the trade post or some shit.
Yeah, some cheeky stuff here. Hey, where did Passi put his? Did he just cancel those skirms because he was afraid they would get killed here? It makes a lot of sense, in my opinion. He just switched around the shipments to Ento-Cab and so on.
Yeah. Weird. But I suppose the Musket Riders would do a better job here. I mean, they're not really countered by anything. They trade fine versus the Musk, and they hard countered the Kenya.
Yeah, they're a great unit in
the best option.
Yeah. Actually, Gigs, I have never thought that I would ever answer a question of yours, but alright, here I go. Actually, you can garrison them. It just, like any military unit, it takes 3 seconds to garrison them in the dock. So that is why you can't just pop in, pop out, and so on and so forth. Which is a fair compromise, in my opinion.
Good pickup.
Oh, look at that. Those 4 Cav guys just going to be there and just wait for the right moment. And a few units going down for free. That wall, of course, Tobi put that here so far in advance, but now it's really paying off, I think. Because those guys are just going to siege for ages.
Yeah, they're just stuck there. I mean, the wall goes a decent portion around, and at this point, there's no real way into Tobi's base. If he ever gets in trouble, he can just opt back, go back to his safe space, and it's all happy days.
Yeah, and Passi is just heavily suffering from LE, a lack of experience here, in the sense of that he can't get any of those good H3 shipments out. Oh, the micro is nice on him, though. See, that is what I was talking about earlier. If you can get a nice micro win out of this, he might still be ahead, even though Tobi's build on it was cleaner, it seems.
To be fair, Tobi is still in age 3 at this point, and he's playing very defensively. Passi has a brief window here to take back some map control, and although he can't really expand out on water, he can definitely defend his little pocket here.
Yeah, but do look at the villager numbers. That is something...
Well, 45 to... what's the other one?
34. So that is quite considerable.
Okay. Yep, that's fair.
Tobi, but also Tobi aged without the shipment. Oh, look at that. He actually got the healer shipment to age 3? What? No. Did Tobi not age fast? What? Am I crazy now? Or where does he get the healer from? I'm a bit confused.
Unless
here.
he's danced for it.
Which makes no sense.
Which, yeah, why would you do that?
Yeah, but okay, I'm just going to leave the healer be healer. But the point is, Tobi is actually investing some villager seconds to get the shipment out early, which is good for him. Chiz, but I don't think he did that because I know that he can do that, Chiz. But the point is, Tobi aged up fast because he had some stuff out super early, in my opinion. But sorry,
unless I'm missing something, he's stacking a lot of res at the moment. Is he trying to age up here, or is
I don't know.
I
I
think
think
there
it's
comes
just
the houses. Yeah.
it's just mismacroed as hell, I assume. sorry, Tobi.
Sorry, Tobi, but fucking hell, guy.
What are you doing there? Do we have any Cav on the field though? That would be super important for the fight here. Cav. Oh, no, he went for that one. Haudenosaunee raiding party, so that's the bigger one? Yeah, the scout party is number 1. Yeah.
Yeah, for the Thomas. Yeah, another longhouse coming up, and this looks like a nice little defensive place here. War Chief taking a nice little pot shot off, but should
and now the reinforcements coming in, and Aina's on the side. Actually, Elita Aina's, and those guys are forced to be reckoned with because they do have a high DPS if you let them fire continuously. Oh, yeah. And he desperately needs some Cav here. He needed Carnias on age 3 ages ago. Just one Carnia shipment would win this fight, honestly. Because he then could just micro out the Tomahawks, and there's no anti-Cav on the field for Tobi yet. And he's just going full Aina, like the madman he is. Jesus.
Kenya now coming in here from Passi, but yeah, like you said as well, either player is a little late here and now being pushed back off the water as well.
Yeah, and look at Tobi's massive economy in water.
Tobi's significantly ahead at this point, and I feel like it would... There'd need to be a blunder in the game to lose this lead.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to push here, it looks like. He's just going to go and take all the water and just make it his. And what then? I don't know where he's going from here. That's my problem with this build order so far.
Interesting to see. I've noticed him do this every game as well, though. Tobi loves to not re-wall the same spot, but he likes to make another wall outside of the same wall that he just built.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, just re-wall the same section. It's confusing for me.
I think the problem is Tobi always pulls his walls. He just pulls them and then he deletes the pillars, and it's in his head.
It's too much time.
No. If you do it from those spots, it's not exactly the same as before. So the pillars don't add up perfectly, and so he just builds a new perfect wall instead of rebuilding one that wouldn't be perfect anymore. It makes no real sense. It's just like that. Okay, can't say anything else about it. But Tobi again being pressured, and I don't know where most of his army is, because surely that is not it, is it? Nope, that's it. That's all the juicy army has, and that might be his downfall, because there's a lot of stuff arriving about right now in his base. Oh god, dear Tobi. This might be.
Does he have a big button to send?
He does have, and he's building it now, but it's just a bit late, you know. Those guys here tanking all the damage. But honestly, that choke point here is saving the day, and now he suddenly has numbers like crazy.
Oh. Take the Tomahawks and happy days.
Yeah, it just needs to refocus this, because all his skirms are in the front now, or most of his more potent skirms though. But yeah, Passi is not microing this too well, I feel like. Because his Cav was stuck here, could have gone in from there again. with his
The
units
walls.
completely fine.
The walls did it. The berry bushes, the walls, the house.
Yeah, look, honestly,
The
look at
base
that.
building saved that fight.
It's insanely nasty to fight in a situation like this. And Tobi is about to get a double pop of skirms out. Tomahawk's cancelling those cav reinforcements, so Passi is just dead again. Oh, shoot.
He just keeps stacking them up, and Tobi just keeps knocking them down.
Yeah, Tobi just... It looks like he keeps dropping bodies and taking names, and... I don't know, Passi is still not in a terrible spot. But he's just losing all his army here in a fight that he can't win the way that he's fighting it. Although, maybe, if he focused those skirms over here, that's all he needs to do. Because the cav reinforcements are really good. But look at that.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of cav. I thought it was the first batch, and then he's got another batch coming behind it as well.
Yeah, but he
Except
killed two of them with three tomahawks. Killed two out of his entire cav. So it's really a terrible trait there. And Passi needs to focus those tomahawks. Otherwise his entire army push here was complete waste. Passi not coming up. Tobi more army on the way. And that's a 3-0 for Tobi.
Bloody hell.
Mantlets are there as well, just to tank the shots of any scopes to come after. And that was just a huge blunder by Passi. I think he could have won that fight. I know that Tobi had reinforcing bonus and all that, but he was always sending his cav in weird spots and weird places where they couldn't fight properly. I don't know.
I'm just amazed that Tobi's taken this 3-0, and every time it's like it's not favoured for him to win according to the stats. He's just done insanely well as a player, honestly.
I should start. I'm just going to bet my 30k points, you know, in the next game and see what happens.
It's a lock. Next game, 30k.
No, obviously I'm not
Rather than
allowed,
Tobi.
theoretically, but yeah, that was strong stuff from Tobi again. I mean, Jesus.
Easy money grind from prediction, yeah. Alright, let's have a look at the post game real quick, and I'll see what the next matchup is going to be.
Oh, if you dude, don't forget this is a best now I'm saying it to a series of 7, right? So if you want to grab any water stuff, then just take your time for that. And
thank you for inviting me. I've got the civs real quick for game number 4. I'll announce them real quick while you post game, and then I'll grab a glass of water real quick. Well, it's going to be Tobi's Inca versus Passi's Brits by the looks of things. So, and that map is that's going to be on Pampas Sierras.
Ooh, that is strong.
So both civs very familiar with that map.
Just to point out, NSD Onion was Feathers Enjoyer. You forgot Tobi better, Passi better, Shake better, Lazarus. You forgot Scientist better, Tobi. So basically, Scientist is the best ECL player they have so far. If you want to continue that line of argumentation. Resource-wise, just look at that. Passi coming in short 7,000 resources. 7,000. So, Jesus. 3 units as well. Tobi had a 10k score lead or 10k resource lead. So for that matter, I think Passi did a fabulous job at fighting this still. Because look at that. Kill scored after. That is all great. I think it just really threw it in the end. Thank you, Moonshine. I think that's the most accurate one so far. But yeah, I know that the economy was insane for Tobi, but Tobi also lost a ton of units, never really produced the right units, I feel like. And Passi just put his units in the wrong spots. So, yeah, that is... And Risotto, I see what you're talking about. I feel like even with this build order, even with the advantage Tobi had, I think the last fight could have gone to Passi. Call me crazy for saying that, but I just feel it could have been done by him. Could have been won. But yeah, timeline-wise, villager, that's the interesting one, because you see, age up-wise, 1 villager difference already, and from there just went up and up and up and up. Yeah, and Tobi never fought with a military advantage if you look at the numbers. He had reinforcements, but yeah, this. Oh, Jesus! I know I'm just keep repeating myself. You're gonna hear Jesus a lot of times today because those players just they are exhausting me here.
That's just an absolute cleanup in that final fight there. It's a pretty long fight to say that, but just well done to Toby for taking that fight into the town centre with the great base building. MFD heading into game number 4 here. Pampas, Sierra. Oh, there goes the chat trying to keep up.
Yeah, I had to scroll up again. That's the problem because it's some.
Civs. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's it. Civs should be Toby's Inca versus Passi's Brit. And we'll head into that one in just a second. But who do you reckon's favoured in that matchup?
Honestly, I would usually say Inca is not too shabby because there's 2 house boom civs, but Passi is a beast with his Brits. I think Brits is still his main civ, and honestly, I can't really tell. If he has figured Brits out to the point now with a new meta, then he might have an advantage here, in my opinion.
Might be able to pull it off.
I'm saying right before betting 33 points on Toby again, but...
Well, to be fair, look at the bloody percentages now. This is the first time Toby's been positive predictions.
Yeah.
Everyone's realised what's happening. They're listening to you now, MFT.
Oh, sorry, Passi, not to insult you in any way, but that was just some clean stuff. And as I said, Toby is playing the antithesis to Passi's playstyle, in my opinion. Just DE stiff, wanky strats, really off-meta stuff sometimes as well, except... But yeah, he's just mixing it up like he goes, and that's one of his strengths, in my opinion, and make him so versatile. And Passi is an extremely strong player, don't get me wrong, but he is having a hard fight here, hard time. All right, enough talking from my side, more playing from those guys' sides. So let's get you back into the action. The game is already there, and we will be there as well in the matter of a second or so.
Let's launch into this one. How's this map gonna look? How's this spawn gonna look out? One thing that we are thankful for in MFD is, and not many people remember this, is I remember we always had to check if the spawn was balanced.
Oh,
like
yeah.
if the mines were in the right spot, and if we don't have to do that anymore, it's much better.
It actually is already bad for Passi, for Toby. It is unfair for Toby because Passi has 1, 2, 3, 4 mines in this triangular, and we only have 3, 4.
Oh my god, yeah.
So you just jinxed it.
Oh my god.
I mean,
okay, everything I just said there.
Yeah. I think that Toby's 4th mine is supposed to be that one, I reckon, or something like that. Well, yeah, sorry to disappoint you. Sometimes even DE is a bit wacky. But yeah. Inca, Explorer, I mean, the fight here on Pumpy Series is always about those llamas, and we have seen a lot of livestock fighting today. So
those llamas just being so valuable. They're a nice little eco boost to Brits in this instance, but they're even more of a boost to Inca in this case because they can also dance on the pit, can't they?
Absolutely, yeah. So that is even more potent here.
I don't know if that's something you wanted to do with them, but
yeah, on wood, I think they are super powerful. If I remember correctly,
yeah.
There's something about the wood dance. I don't know if that's on purpose or not, but it actually really, really a strong thing for them. I think they're better than the Ville on wood then or something. Well, yeah.
That makes sense. Llamas dancing at a plus and
yeah, don't think too much about it, okay? Let's not talk about some random woman waving her arms at you and you just dedicating her life to her party. Okay, well that's a different thing. But
yeah, that's normal in life for some people.
Toby going in with his 2-house dodge. Obviously, no TPs or at least no trade line on the map, obviously. And Toby somehow missed 3 of his livestock. I have no idea what's going on here. He just doesn't care. All right. Passi doesn't care
Well, surely
either.
they're in line of sight, though, aren't they, right? Maybe he's going to get the Chasky to go and grab him later. Gambling on the fact that Passi's not going to get it.
Yeah, Passi has given up. I think that Passi saw Toby go by his side and just didn't bother to go on Toby's side, just taking treasures now, which is a fine mistake here by Passi, in my opinion. Because look at that. That's 3 full llamas. That's almost half of all the llamas on the map that Toby just doesn't have now. And Toby already has 4. How much did Passi get, actually? I think he did.
He got a couple, 1 or 2.
No. Look at that. He got 1 probably that he ate. But that's it. Insane. So Passi basically lost. I think Toby caught them. on the way back, actually. And now he does just as you said, just
no
takes the
way.
Chusky and gets them all. So huge start for Tobi again. And you guys remember what happened the last time that Tobi won the livestock war. I mean, it also happened when he didn't win it, but that's not the point here.
I wonder if it's worth as well. That human Inca does. I remember there was a brief period. I can't remember if they nerfed it in a recent patch, but that used to be that Guardian used to be really good versus the Explorer as well as Vil.
Wait, which
Might
one?
be worth top right next to the far top trading post. That's what's it called? Not Guardian, but
The pirate?
the pikeman you can rescue.
Oh, the pikeman. Yeah, the catcher, pikeman, whatever it's called. Quetcher. Well, I can't pronounce that. I can't. Don't ask an Austrian to pronounce that, okay?
I couldn't pronounce it. But yeah, tons of siege as well, and a decent amount of damage. So it's worth adding to the Incan posse.
It looks like we're going to see some aggression from Passi, though, and I like it because as Moonshine is already pointing out, obviously, a sieve that auto produces food on a map that is very easily clamped off from your control, has an advantage over Brits who are so food heavy, while always need to take map control, right? And yeah, that looks like an aggressive play from Passi. I like it, and I think you need to play that way against Inca.
Well, he's doing the classic forward manner to get that extra villager out to limit the walk time. So very well done from Passi. He knows this. And I think someone in the chat was also saying bringing out his best civs, so the man knows how to do this. Not knowing Tobi that much, MFD say he's experienced with Inca.
Oh, he likes the sieve. Yeah, I don't think he ever had that much success with it in the sense that I think it went up to 1650 or something elo-wise, or maybe even 1700 in the ranked plateau with them. But look at that, he's actually going for the greediest age up that he could, so the one that gives you the 2 wood upgrades early. So he's on 07 wood gathering speed, so he will just boom his arse up there. Passi has also been found out here, and if Passi, a Brit main, does not get a full batch of 5 musk, I would be disappointed. Okay, he did get it.
So it's a mana boom versus a Cancer House boom. If we have a look at the decks real quick.
Of course, sorry, yeah.
That's okay.
So he started obviously with a distributism, interesting choice, and he's very.
It does have CM in there as well.
Yeah, I think that's just not a deck specific to this matchup probably, because CM against Inca, who don't really like to rush anymore. If you remember the early days of Inca, that goddamn Chusky was a home city shipment point from the beginning, and you could just 10 pike at 4 minutes.
Yeah. That was some interesting civ design.
Yeah.
But we're past it, so that's all good.
Thankfully, yeah. I remember that because it was the first time I ever flamed a player in multiplayer because of that stuff. But yeah, back to the game itself. Passi obviously not booming as strongly as he could with Brits, just because you can't do that. Although he sent in 700? No, 7 and 600 wood is out. Okay. And he's building up army. He does need Husk, though, in my opinion. And Tobi is walling again. Everywhere, by the way, everywhere. And
guys are pointing out as well, it's a second layer of walls because the houses are technically their own wall as well.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, Tobi is building it like a Dutch base, essentially, with the war huts actually.
Oh yeah, of course.
On the inside.
Yeah. What are you supposed to like? Look at this base, right? You break through the first layer of wall, you push in. Just look at that base. Where do you commit? You can't go down the middle because there's 2 war huts and a town center. You go to the right, there's no hunts there. No one's gathering over there. You go to the left, there's nothing there. Like, where do you push? You can't.
I just don't know, honestly, because this, of course, is just a side way to make sure that no raids get through. And obviously, Tobi just proved his own wall to be ineffective, very much so. But at the same time...
It's more to scare your unit. Your
opponent. I mean, what a wall does in this matchup especially is it gives you a few extra seconds, and it also controls the entry point of your enemy if he doesn't, because if you take down this segment of wall, you have to push through there, and then the enemy knows exactly where you're going to push through, right? So it just directs the flow of enemy units, and Passi now with a huge score lead.
Controls the game in your favor.
Yeah. Second Rex is up. Do we have steel traps already? Yes, we have, obviously. Wood upgrades are not through yet. Coin not through either, so just steel traps on the field. and we're going to see just giant musketeer mass bashing into Tobi's army base, I assume.
The great thing about doing these live casted games as well is you can see the text researched and
Yeah.
units as well as they're coming in.
Oh, Resulted X apparently again missed the predictions. I'm sorry for you, man. Can you whip him up a poll just quickly?
I'll make a poll just for you.
That is the nice thing about having a co-caster here with me, to just not doing 5 things at once. That is really great, man. Thank you a lot. Oh, yeah, and look at that. Tobi even walled off. Oh my god, look at that cheeky thing here. That's not on Tobi's side. That Tobi put a villager over here just to wall in Passi. Jesus.
Cheeky bugger.
Oh, the boards in this boy, it's insane. And it's not even toxic walls in the sense of 15 wall layers after each other. It's just one wall to assert dominance and to tell your enemy, I know you're coming and I know you're coming from, right? Oh, God. But yeah, I'm just wondering about when Passi actually wants to push in. I'm a bit curious about that. So, yeah. And Tobi now, I think that's the first. Those are the first military units Tobi ever built. You know. Oh, okay. I have to take back my statement from earlier. Apparently, Tobi is going for the toxic walls.
Okay.
Second
That's
layers
fair.
of walls coming up now.
This is like one giant basin here.
Yeah.
Where we're going to see a huge curve of
It's like
surrounded with war huts.
It's like your classic European city, you know, with the medieval design, where you feel like, okay, none of these streets are at any point making sense ever. Why is everything built in these shapes? But well, it's what we do, guys. It's how we live. Yeah, this is why we had to people.
He was defending. The Incas were turning the British back in.
Exactly. You remember, you know, back in the 1800s, all we were afraid of you were Incas coming into your base, Brits coming into your base and raiding you. Naturally.
Well, let's see if he can get away from these husks right here. The poison damage putting in a lot of work again.
Tobi, I think that Passi did the perfect thing to do here, honestly. He just pushed in from the one side that's not walled off, and there's more army coming for Tobi. Yeah. And he might just have hit the perfect timing to fight this. Just the H3 thing, H2 army is going to be deleted. So all of this might go down without Tobi being able to deny the win here for Passi. I love it. That's just confidence, straight confidence from Brits here.
He's just right-clicked it. He's noted his timing and he's going for it. He's now batching out the big button from the town centre as well as the pikemen shipping units as well. But it's not going to be enough. The bow's already cleaned up and that's GG right there.
And that's GG right there. And that is the thing I'm talking about with Passi. That was just extremely clean and, you know, not nonsense. He was not going to go for 2 layers of walls. Where are we? Jesus, no, of course not. We're just going to go sideways. The one place that Tobi did not wall off, he went through and he crushed it. One decisive attack, that's it. Nice stuff from him. And yeah. Oh, by the way, shout out to you, Cell, in the chat. Guy I used to play a few games against, and I think we just got a subscription as well or something.
We did. Follow.
Follow, almost.
But still, very good. Thank you, Hub, for following as well. Glad to see you're enjoying the content.
Absolutely.
Let's have a look at the post-game real quick. But yeah, props to Passi for taking his first game in this. The dream is not dead.
Absolutely, yeah.
Do we see a comeback? MFD, do we see the ultimate...
Oh, honestly, I mean, that would be huge. If Passi could pull off a streak of 4 wins now, that would be insane. Especially because I don't know the civs that Passi plays, so I don't know how many more good picks he has. I know Tobi does have a few left, and we haven't seen Germany out of him yet. So beating Tobi's Germany is a feat on itself, on its own. But yeah, resources, I mean, look at that. 14k resources for Passi, so easily outgathering Tobi here by quite a lot, even though the 3 units kind of dangled back into Tobi's position. But yeah, military, let's just not even ask. That's double the military. Kills are great for Tobi. All the timing worked perfectly for Tobi because for Passi, because Tobi was just too greedy to hold this.
100%, yeah.
And similar in
All
chat
right.
saying Ethiopia, Germany, France, probably from Passi. Interesting, because Ethiopia is something that Tobi also enjoys. Would you have guessed that? Maybe we're seeing an Ethiopian mirror next.
Well, MFD, I think it's going to be two Nilises coming out here. Passi's French versus Tobi's Germany.
Ah, Jesus. All right. Then let's quickly get you guys back into the overlay.
Update that and then head back in.
Yeah. So, what do you say?
This one is going to be on Ivory Coast.
And
so
Passi's what? I'm sorry, I didn't get the civs though. That's
no,
my problem.
it's okay. Passi's going to be going for French.
Ah, I see. Good call then, Siblo.
And Tobi's going to be going for Germany.
Yeah, okay, that is an interesting one because Tobi does not like that matchup, and Passi I think is confident with it. So let's see where this one goes. Actually,
The comeback's real. Question mark.
Getting an itchy feeling, you know, that could be interesting. But yeah, let's give this a goddamn go, shall we? I'm just going to take a look if the game is up already. But I mean, guys, I hope you guys are enjoying the entertainment so far because I am certainly entertained.
Well, the games have been very, very close. It's great to see the quality of gameplay from these boys. The timings have been great. The micro's been great. The counterplay's been great. And yeah, if you're loving the gameplay you're seeing here from Passi and Tobi, if
You are
put in here,
breaking up here and then, sadly.
Oh, I'm breaking up a bit.
Yeah, just a bit though. But sometimes I guess chat hears the same stuff. I don't know if it's just for me or for the others, but you sometimes are a bit breaking up a bit.
Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, that's just Aussie internet for you, I think.
Yeah, I feel that coming from a country that is mostly valleys and mountains, I understand that.
I'll try this.
All right. But we see in the west Tobi with his Germans, and on the eastern side, obviously, Passi with his French. And what is the usual play? I've missed Dark Phoenix in chat to tell me what to think of this matchup. But yeah. I want to see the Franco-Prussian War retold here. So,
Oh my goodness, well, I was gonna say.
I mean, we are a bit late for that because Germany is already Germany, as it appears here. So, maybe.
Interesting matchup that it's actually on Ivory Coast as well, as opposed to Europe.
Yeah.
At all.
I mean, France and Ivory Coast makes a lot of sense. I don't know about the German history of this, but all right, I just take it.
Wait a minute. Ivory Coast.
No, wait, I'm in the wrong side. I'm on the wrong side of the world again, ain't I? Okay, I'm just gonna shut up now.
No. Germany actually. No, you might not be bad here because I think Germany and French actually fought there during World War II. I want to say. Maybe, or maybe that's a bit too far south.
I'll just leave my nonsense that I've spewed so far and not comment on it any further. You can go on and embarrass yourself. Oh, I'm better saying World War One, not two.
I'm just saying World War One. Close. I'll take half of that, 50%.
All right.
I knew there was something with that, something close. Anyway, we're casting AoE through. We're not doing a history lesson.
Yeah, but that is often mixed up. You know that, and I know it as well. A lot of Age of Empires 3 enjoyers are also history buffs as well, but that's why I don't want to embarrass myself in front of that kind of audience. But yeah, Passi now, I guess, waiting for that small trickle, because on Ivory Coast you always got trickles. Here in case it's an experienced trickle, which is quite nice. Oh, and we got Bramboy. Oh, nice, man. Not a subscription for 24 months, man. Team Tobi, he's saying, and I fully understand that. Thanks a lot for the subscription, man. That means a lot and helps out a lot as well. So, Passi going up with 14 villages, sadly not able to get to 13 village up, which would be essential, or not essential, but a huge start for him in this matchup. But he gets a lot of treasures and other stuff that he enjoys here. Kapitän zur See, Captain at Sea, quite literally, is the deck that Tobi chooses here. And it's rather standard, a bit of extra defensive capabilities with the Irish Brigadiers, and a bit of water. But yeah, anybody who knows Tobi knows that he is, quite like Yuki, a water enjoyer with Germany. So we will see if he has any spot, any time or any place to fit it in here.
I'd just like to point out real quick, although the game's going really, really good, MFD,
Yeah.
We're 40 out of 50 of our ECL goal. We're 80% of the way there. Very, very close. So hopefully before the end of ECL, that is, we hit that mark.
That
So
would
thank
be
you
great.
again to Mr. Bramboy, and I'd have to have a check of the other subscriber we had earlier as well, contributing there. That was very generous of you
Iron
guys. Thank you.
Turtle or Iron Kaiser, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sorry for mixing you guys up name-wise, but it was just as we are doing all these things at the same time, some details do get lost. I have to apologize there. But yeah, Passi edging up with the Quartermaster. Surprise. Tobi edging up with the Quartermaster. Again, surprise. Both civs, obviously. That's the standard choice for them.
No. Come on. Where's the German Tower Rush? Where's the German Tower Rush? I wanted to see that.
No. All of Germany's wood is now going to be put into the ship production. Because the Germans need...
German water.
Yeah, they need a fleet worthy of an emperor. All right?
I remember back in the day when... well, it wasn't even back in the day. I mean, since recently when before Germany had all the water cards, I remember they got given schooners, they got given coastal defenses, they got so many water cards in the home city deck, and a civ that traditionally never went water now viably do it in a 1v1 scenario.
Yeah, while we're speaking about Germany taking water, that's the second goddamn dock, and that's just Tobi's greed.
What the hell, man? I don't think I've ever seen this ever. Germany going a double dock start.
He even skipped his 3 settlers. He skipped his 6 settlers.
Germany skipping 3 settlers into a double. Have you seen this before, MFT?
Oh yeah, from Tobi and from Yukiti.
From Tobi, okay.
And from Yukiti, because Yukiti, I don't know if he was that ballsy, but against, I think, I'm Turk, he actually did that. Oh, and Risotto also subscribing via Prime. Thanks a lot, man. Oh, Josh, things are working in the favor of your hopes for getting those 50 subscribers, it seems like.
We're close. No, in a way.
And the next wall is coming out. Risotto, yeah. Obviously. Tobi just likes to play defensively, and I think that is a very smart players generally, because what we have seen from Passi so far is Passi at some points, I think, more or less lost his nerves. You know what I mean? Just too little happening, and not being able to dictate the game or to do anything to the enemy. He sometimes took fights that weren't too beneficial or miss micros. Oh, Jesus, Mini coming in as well.
Mini Malt. Bloody hell.
Jesus, yeah, that is a lot of guys coming in now. I'm really thankful for that.
Lucas L Slayer is paying off. Oh my god, I'm just looking at this matchup, MFD, and I think we've seen a pattern here. Now, I don't want to... But I think Tobi likes to wall and play defensively. Now, I might be stepping over the line there, but it's suggesting that we might want to pressure Tobi early on, just from what I'm seeing here.
He is an eco-enjoyer.
Bloody hell.
Guys.
MFD, we literally hit the hype train.
Nice.
And Satanic Kaylee, I think I've said that right, has subscribed tier 1. Well, we are 43 or 44. The level 2 hype train. Thank you so much, everyone. Support for ECL and support for MFD and others like him who are putting so much effort into this tournament so far. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, but don't sell yourself short, man, because all this coming together is mostly your work as well, man. So huge kudos to you here, and let's keep this kind of work going, man. And by the way, keeping it going, Tobi just trying to fend off this fight with 5 poor crossbowmen who are going to get slaughtered outside of their safe walls.
No, the hussars.
Imagine if they had some sort of ability to jump and just jump down the cliff and survive this, but well.
I think at that point, yeah, you're just yeeting it over the cliff right there behind the wall.
But I don't want to give any ideas here for stuff like this.
New ability, crossbows, fire a card, can transform over.
Yeah, and now I'm interested in how Tobi is planning on defending this. Because Passi is on water now, in the sense of he knows that water is going on for Tobi. So he is sending 2 caravels, and at the same time pushing into the base, and Tobi is just building more panic walls.
Units? Nah.
Dops.
Walls is where it's at. Walls will be my anti-cav. And looking at the res count, is he just going for full dops, or what's the 700 coin being used for?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Aging up behind that.
Sorry, Passi has figured what happens. What happened to Passi? I'm sorry, but... Oh, look at that. Passi's losing all that stuff. He is cleaning up water, but he's certainly losing this entire fight now.
What the hell? What the hell? Those DOPs just deleted that
Obviously. DOPs are one of those strongest defensive units that Germany has in H2. And that was just terrible.
Tobi couldn't even get out of there because he had a wall to his back.
Yeah, and Tobi is now just... Oh, yeah, Tobi is now just going simply for 2 caravels to counter this. Building more DOPs because he knows that against France, DOPs are just insanely good.
100%, yeah. A cav-oriented civ, especially early on in H2, handles that must combo really easily. Although might be able to pick up a couple of vills on this
no.
tree here.
Oh, the pathing. Oh, God.
They live? Surely.
So many broken legs. That's, what, 2 survivors? And you can barely call those guys survivors. More like soon-to-be casualties.
And then looking back over to the water, the caravel's just doing a number on these fishing boats. What's the Vil pop looking like at the moment?
Oh my god, that's huge. Yeah, but Tobi was above 40, I think. Or above, yeah, it was about 40. And now he's back to 32. And France is actually aging now with 27 villages. So although he lost a lot of stuff in these fights so far,
counter caravels coming out here from Tobi as well, and will be packing a punch, knocking out the French caravels and securely taking water at this point. Beautiful micro there from Tobi.
Yeah, but Tobi needs to restart his water boom. A lot of that was lost, and I don't think he has been, with his shipments, his will shipments, he hasn't been as economy focused as he would have liked to be.
But I mean, he's Germany, a couple of settler wagons later, and you're back in the game. At least land-wise, from what you would have wanted.
Certainly, yeah. And Passi
again... And if we have a look at... Sorry.
Yeah, Passi again aging fast, which is a bit concerning because he doesn't have a shipment ready for the next 15-20 seconds. Oh, yeah. Sorry, what do you want to mention?
That classic rule. Yeah, you want to wait for your shipment if you're going to go for the fast stage up. You may as well just go for the scout, delay it, and it's not that bad. The market for Germany, as a matter of fact, let's see what techs he's got out so far on those settler wagons.
Oh god, nothing basically. Only wood, only the gangster and hunting dogs. That's all he has. But Tobi doesn't need anything else because he's water.
No, not seeing placer mines is just so sad because look how many villages are on coin right now. It's like,
Yeah, and now we see France going for a counter frigate. But I mean, if Tobi ages as well, which he will soon be doing, I don't know if that's good enough to keep water from happening for Tobi. Now we've got Goon Skirn coming in there.
I think maybe.
If he keeps it firing, maybe, yeah. Let's take a look at Passi.
Oh, it'll be close. Before that frigate comes in, because that frigate's going to turn the tide.
Yeah, but the frigate's going to spawn up here. It seems like... Oh!
True.
Oh, good old Goon Raids, not taking down a single villager with 50 hits. Yeah, I love it. And now, Passi is doing something risky, but could also be very rewarding. Just putting on early pressure with his H3 units that are just far superior to the... Oh! No! Come on. That guy's limping off already. Take him out. Nope.
Great Coats. Great Coats has literally saved the... How many vills now? 2 vills should have died?
Yeah. And
Great Coats saved.
Same here, by the way. For Passi, that was important as well. And Tobi's aging up fast. So let's see that. And the water... Yeah. He's now deleting Tobi's water. He didn't care for his own TP. And he's pressuring on land again with a fairly decent unit mass. Tobi, though, he can easily just send... I don't know. What do you send here?
Germany doesn't have a certain card that's a certain good water card by any chance?
Anything on water except for the frigate? No, nothing. Nothing good for water.
I really wanted to see that battleship in H2.
Oh,
in H3 I think it is, not H2.
I think that one is... Weren't those ships banned for ECL? You need to know that, I don't.
Oh, wait, is it? Someone, quick, check.
So, please, coffee pusher, come on, check it. Shake, by the way, I don't know. You could look in the right upper corner. I think it tells the score there. If it doesn't, it's 3-1.
Yeah, it's 1 to... Yeah, 3-1, it's in the right corner.
So, no, you can always ask, man, no worries. I just thought I might tell you that you don't always have to ask. Like, have to wait for my slow ass to catch it. Yeah, and that's more of France's... Yeah, that's more of France's water shipments being sunk by a counter shipment. So just keeps working like that, it seems.
They just got obliterated, and look at that death animation. That frigate just got annihilated by the German fleet.
Yeah, strong stuff here. And I just feel like, I mean, the army here, the land army is much better for Passi, in my opinion. But water, when water goes to Tobi, you know Tobi is going to take care and going to see to it that it's really, really benefiting him. Oh, he can't do that, though.
He's doing a great job at keeping him off the hunts and the coin mines there, because
Yeah.
I mean he's not going to pick off a vill instantly, but it's going to be enough that he cannot gather there until two coup de bar going down, until he gets a Culverine out to deal with that frigate, because that's what 2 elephants on the water and a coin mine that's just locked off for the time being.
It's huge, and that hurts him so much, because that's probably, he has only got 1 more coin mine left, and I hope he sees it. Yeah, thankfully. But yeah, and look at that, he's actually in Tobi's base without us realizing it seems. And
marching up, sniping a few vills, idling.
I think he needs a few helps though, or something at least, to fight off any cav push if it comes, because with Germany you always know there is going to be cav at some point. Oh god.
Poor Ulwan's going to be matching from that stable there. If he's not careful, they can get picked up by those skirmishers lying down.
That's not a good fight here. He needs to get those skirms in front. Oh god, Passi. He got caught off guard so bad.
Yeah, this is a cleanup. This is it.
And that was just beautiful done by Tobi though, because Passi really went in too far. Should have taken care of the stable first, and now he kind of gets the receipt for that one.
Yeah, right on top of there, picking up how many war wagons? I think 4.
Yeah, a lot of war wagons died.
Passi. But having said that, he has lost his entire skirt mass along with it. So is it worth it? Evidently not.
Yeah, and that is the GG being called by Passi, and wow. That was a dominant display in my opinion. I mean, Passi also, the counter war to play without another dock, I don't know, man. I just don't feel it. As I think one of you said that, right? Similar, or somebody said that playing with caravels without building a third one is not a good idea. And I think we saw why that is. Because basically, you are just handing over your earlier shipment to the counter shipment from the enemy. Right? And then the other one can repair his ships if they survive, and so on and so forth. It's just never going to trade well for you. But yeah, what a game. And that's just the 5th one. 2 more games to go. And I don't know what to say at this point.
Stereotype saying another proof that ELO doesn't mean shit anymore. I mean, looks like skills right in the bag here at this point.
Yeah, just again, I have to say that Tobi's ELO is not very telling for his talent, as I said, because he doesn't care about his ELO much. Sometimes he has those, trips where he goes for as high as he can go, but usually he caps out 1700-1800, if I remember correctly. But when he plays for a tournament, that's the moment where Tobi is at 100%. That's the only moment where he's really on 100%. That's the point. And I think we see that here.
Well done to Tobi. 10,000 channel points going over there at that point. MFD, let's head into the post game and then into the next game once we get the civs out here. This has been one. And don't go anywhere, folks. It's a play all 7. So
yeah.
We've still got a couple games left for you tonight before we end the stream. And they're going to be as good as ever because every game counts here.
Yeah.
So players need to fight right till the end.
Can you explain this to me, though?
Explain what? Oh, the res...
Passi...
It's just...
Yeah.
CDBs. That's just CDBs, man.
Well, it's fascinating to me that Tobi, although he had a huge mass of ships built at least, he was actually so far behind. I thought it would be even okay, but not 2k behind. That was strong stuff. More units wasted, that I agree with, yeah. But yeah, let's go for military and take a look at that. Is probably where it comes down, where it all comes down to. I mean, 81 to 49, that is... If you're Russia, you can win that. But if you're France, that just doesn't look very good for you.
Well, we just saw Germany versus France MFD. Are you...
Ethiopia Mirror? What's the next map? Help me out with
Ethiopia Mirror, we're going to be seeing a game on Siberia. And I reckon a game on Siberia calls for a German mirror.
That can't be anymore, right?
Nope, we're seeing a German mirror between Tobi and Passi in Game 6 on Siberia.
Wait,
It's
a
happening.
German mirror. Is there Civ reset after game 5?
I'm pretty sure it's a Civ reset, and they're going to be seeing a German mirror.
Oh, Jesus.
So it's all happening now. Are we going to see if Passi can outplay Tobi's Germany?
That will be interesting. That will just be interesting. Well, yeah. I'm quickly going to put you back into the pre-match, though, to just adjust the civs, which is going to be easy this time.
Alrighty, and who was it before that kept missing the predictions? So I can't remember who that was.
Result DX or something?
Yeah. Make sure you get your predictions in now because I've given you 5 minutes here. This is I think Tobi's taken the series properly, but I mean what matters is the total net amount of games that you can take. So if Tobi can take the next 2 games, or if Passi can take the next 2 games, it'll even things up. And,
Absolutely,
or
yeah.
extend the lead. 4.3k already on Tobi's Germany, so heavily favoured into this matchup here, by the way.
And since we're slowly coming to the end of the series, I just want to point out this is probably Tobi's last performance in any Age of Empires event so far.
Really?
Yeah, because he's just, done with his education and so on for now. So basically what he wants to do is go out and explore the world a bit. That's at least the plan. And that is what I wanted to point out. This is the perfect send-off, in my opinion, this kind of series at the end of an event like ECL, to prove his point, to just show what an incredible journey he has had as a player as well. And for me personally, it's just great to see this being played inside of the German community, with Passi also being a German player, obviously, as well. Just this whole thing comes together so perfectly, in my opinion.
Yeah, agreed. You're right. It's a great send-off for him, and he's definitely showing us what he's made of and what the German community is made of as well.
Good points. What is the German community made of as well? Not big bladders, to point that out, because I really have to go to the toilet for a second, but I can't find the game now anyways. So I will just quickly leave it with Josh, which is...
Yeah, no.
Couldn't do better. And we'll be back in a second or so.
No problem. Well, until we get then, with the matchup being a mirror on, I think it was Siberia, was it? Yeah, on Siberia. Both are probably going to go for that trade post in transition. It'll be interesting to see if they fight center TP, and obviously a bit harder to maintain and control, because interesting thing about Siberia, obviously having frozen lake over in the center, not as easy to build outposts or town centers to that middle trade post. So worth the contention potentially with Germany's XP curve diminishing there. But it was interesting to see if we're going to be seeing Age 2 pressure or both civs going for a naked FF or semi-FF. Honestly, I think the most entertaining German mirrors is when the players pull something out of the bag that they're not used to. So rather than seeing your casual Ulan Wagon Skirm semi-FF, we dot play. And I do remember there was this beautiful game. I think it was in the LAN, I think it was in the LAN, or it may have been something around the escape AoE period of on Kamchatka, a beautiful German mirror. I think it was between Kaiserklein and someone. I'm not too sure who his opponent was, and it was this beautiful doppel mirror, and everyone was both players were so scared to opt for any crossbows, because as soon as the crossbow batch would pop out, they'd instantly be cleaned up by 4 or 5 doppelsoddeners. So it was just beautiful to see just this huge mass of dops in Age 2. So hopefully we see something like that this game. Hello, Idril. Yes, I hope you're enjoying the stream. But yes, we're seeing a beautiful series so far between Tobi and Passi. Tobi obviously up 4-1, and being the underdog, so to speak, down about 150 elo as compared to Passi, but he's showing his skill as a tournament player rather than just sheer numbers and stats. So man's doing a great job at showing us what he's made of, and like I D said before, I mean, this is going to be his last tournament before he's signing off from AoE 3. So, yeah, props to him for showing us some great gameplay, especially with the old Civs as well as the new Nilla ones. Oh, sorry, the new D ones as well.
Absolutely, I fully agree with you. And yeah, now that I'm back and the game is up there, are we ready for the insanity that is going to be this German mirror? Because I have no idea how that works, to be honest. I have no idea how you play German mirror. That's, sorry, just not my expertise.
Well, let's see it. I'm just looking at Squammage's comment as well. Toby going to live on a farm state with Raphael.
Well, you know what? Would be worth it if those two players then were actually about to come back with each other. I would be all for that. Raphael and Toby coming back after a year or so, like, that's fine. I'm willing to wait for both of them. But yeah, let's see how this is going to be played out. And especially, the interesting part in Mirrors is mostly, in my opinion, when it starts differing from each other, you know? When the build order starts to be the exact same thing. I mean, the start obviously is the same always for Germany. But when they start doing things differently, that is when things are getting really interesting here, especially with Germany, with the German mirror.
German as a civ above most other things as well in a mirror. And especially for a map where the players spawn relatively close to each other, is treasures as well. Age 1 is a huge swinger in terms of a mirror. So stealing treasures, going for coin treasures potentially in that Age 1 to speed up that conversion from the market, although it doesn't look like there's going to be any spawning relatively close, so it looks like who can get the most amount of wood treasures for that trade posted transition to make it a bit easier.
Yeah, and Passi really should be really happy with himself because he takes up 75 wood. That means he probably needs almost no wood for... Yeah, he has the house down already. But Tobi, I think, actually managed to get a house via treasures. So, economically speaking, I think he should have a more comfortable position right now. Although his steel traps, his hunting dogs came in a lot later than Passi's did.
Interesting, both players opting for the exact same location on the minimap. Oh no, they're spreading apart again.
Yeah.
But I was about to say, we're going to see it explore a duel already over this wood treasure, but things 100 wood, that's definitely going to swing the tide.
Yeah, and look at that. Tobi has some really wacky cards in deck, and his deck obviously.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, I like it. The Irish Brigadiers are just something he enjoys.
In Age 4 and the bloody Wittelsbergs.
Yeah. Weißwurst is just, well, you know, the typical German Wurst, right? Bratwurst, the white one. That's just what it is. And those decks, the more German the names are, the more Lofter we usually put into them, if that makes any sense. And he gets a 100 wood treasure steal. That was... that
That's
Bavarian Mädel might
Passi
be...
just mustn't have seen him.
Yeah, that girl must be happy with her performance here. I mean...
100 wood worth, oh yeah.
Yeah, that is just too strong at this moment.
But he will receive a... What's the word? Not complimentary, supplementary prize over here of wood.
Yeah, true. And Seeptrain Jet, shout out to my man, yeah. Well, yeah. Let's see. Passi, why? Lol, yeah, it's pretty plan to try to take treasure like this. Yeah, people in chat are complaining about Passi's try to take the treasure, but I see if you're just confident that Tobi is not there, then I guess you try to take it as safely and without taking too much damage here, but Tobi just... He had the perfect moment and probably just didn't show his Explorer before that. And look at that, 100 score difference already, so Tobi must be winning, right?
Age 1 confirmed. Although, having said that, I think Tobi definitely, after that treasure contention, is ahead in age. Has won his Age 1.
Yeah, that is quite literally the difference, right? That 100 score, 100 wood, more or less. But yeah. Let's see how Passi is doing it. He's getting the Placer Mines upgrades. Does he have the coin, the wood upgrade? No, he does not, because I know that Tobi does go for that one usually. Yeah, he has it.
So it's going to start varying between market priorities at this point to see who pulls ahead.
Yeah. And also, I mean, nobody's going to do a forwarded Rex or something like it, but... I wonder.
Noticing also, sorry, that Toby is pulling out to that secondary mine. Oh, sorry, not Toby. Passi is pulling out to that secondary mine. Is that in an attempt to maybe preserve that one that's right under his base?
Oh wait, where's the wait? Toby or Passi's doing it?
Oh, sorry, no.
It
Toby.
is
I was
Toby.
right when I said Toby initially. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if he's the one who plans on putting pressure on the enemy, then he can probably afford it. But let's see what he's going to build here.
No forward vills, I think, from either player, but both have got that transition trade post.
Yeah, I mean that worked out well. It would have been really weird if they hadn't built that one. That would have been quite a considerable misplay in the mirror, I assume. And Toby,
So Rack's now coming down for both players, is it?
I think
Or just
Toby
for Toby?
is actively going for the Irish Brigadiers. Or no, wait, no. I can't tell honestly because he's now getting Rex. He was really heavy on coin. But it might just be, as I think Stereo pointed out, it might just be dops all over the place.
Yeah, that would be beautiful to see. Bring back some good memories.
But we actually have a stable. We have a stable from Passi, so this is a huge difference already. And Toby has his guys actually patrolling here and trying to catch the enemies. Oh, and you know what? The Rex over here on the exposed mine actually makes a lot of sense because if we do see dops, then that dop pop is just
That's
gonna...
like the biggest brain building placement there is. Toby's just like the ultimate base builder, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the dude has over 3,000 games, right? I mean, Passi has so as well. So both players very experienced in that. And Toby, he is the guy who always likes to go for the eco. And Passi is the guy who likes to, I guess, dictate the tempo of the game and, you know, attack and force the fights on his enemy. And Toby is not having any of it. Let's see how he reacts to that one. Raid coming in here on the mine.
Well, if he can try and bait those Ulans in under one of those villages, sweep around from those dops there, but I don't think Passi's going to fall for that. No, of course not.
Yeah, it would have been beautiful from Toby, but Passi, being the player that he is...
Swift fell swoop, and they're dead.
Yeah, honestly, imagine Ulans. I mean, it's not even Huss, it's Ulans. Those guys don't come out alive with a swing like that. And yeah, he's just taking treasures now, which I thoroughly enjoy. If you are a Cav player and you can't raid at this moment because of different circumstances, yeah, just take the treasures.
Improves.
Yeah, certainly. The Lakota in me likes. No.
I mean, it's getting him XP as well, and especially for Germany, that's a huge part of it.
Yeah, that is true. And Passi now building his barracks as well. Toby, I think Toby's not going to go full stable. He just doesn't care. He's just aging up fast. Kari is Siberia. The most prominent thing here is that you actually start with a tower in base, so both players have that as defensive capabilities.
Beautiful for Germany.
Yeah, and Passi just being annoying with his cav in the southern parts. Honestly, there are still a few builds that he could pick up, Passi, I mean. But I guess he just realized that Toby kind of locked down his cav play here.
Can I just quickly have a look at the build count as well? Is it both 22 apiece?
22 and 21 actually for Toby because he's aging obviously, so he hasn't produced any villas in the meantime. Passi on the other hand, just take a quick look. Yeah, I mean, villa numbers are the same obviously, in the sense of that you
So it
also
looks
have
like
the same. Yep.
Toby opting for the infantry start has been able to just skewer more res. Oh, here comes a big raid.
He's so out
As
of
a result,
position.
Yeah, he's there. You go, 1, 2. Oh, but he's splitting them up too much.
Wait, he didn't
Oh,
even
no,
lose a
coupling.
single one. Jesus Christ.
And the Explorer getting the snare off as well for a brief period.
That was so close, man. I don't see how Toby did not lose a single villa. I think he's sweating himself now. Well,
Yeah, he's just taking a second just to be like, holy shit, I just stared death in the face right there.
and I spat at it, and Death liked it. It seems. Jesus, that was just so strong. I mean, it was a lot of luck involved there, as you said. The path thing was, at first, it was horrendous, and then was really in favor of Toby, I think. And now,
Has he got great coats yet?
great codes,
Has he
yeah,
got great coats?
certainly, yeah. With great codes, without that, he would have lost 4 villages or something like that. Passi on the other side is now aging as well with the Exile Prince. This time, it's all right for both players. I'm not going to complain because they had shipments ready. You see, I can be nice. Yeah. And the problem is, where do you go with DOPs in your army composition? You can't really keep on producing them because they're just not fast enough in the event of emergency.
True. We need to get what's the 2 cards? Military drummer until his
Yeah.
and super dops. Ba, 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 ba.
And I see in chat Kari saying greatcoats make sense. It's Siberia, and I fully agree.
Yeah, it's too cold.
But look at that. Honestly, now, and that's the good part here. Tobi took, as you said, this exposed mine, turned it into a safe one, more or less, and now it's run out, and he can just safely go on the 1,000 coin that it's left in base. While Passi is
Great map awareness from Tobi.
Passi is so far out that whenever he leaves with a Cav over there, Tobi might sneak in a devastating raid.
Yeah, well done to the man. I mean, he's got his map awareness. I think he planned way in advance for this map. He knows exactly what to expect, and he's got it to the T.
Although now might be a crucial moment here because Cav is coming in into lots of
to
Cav.
get moving.
Yeah, because Passi, let's take a look. Does he even see? Yeah, he sees the mine over there. And the dumbest thing Tobi could do is hunt now at this position. But
hello, I'm over here.
Okay, oh god.
Although, it'd be the 5-head move, catch him out.
Passi thankfully paid attention here. This could have been really bad. Oh, he's actually fighting this. Because there's Black Riders in the back, he wants to fight this with the Black Riders.
Yeah, he's cleaning this up.
And that might... I like that a lot. Because now he just goes through with his Cav. And even a Cav can commit in there. And Tobi knows he's royally effed here if he doesn't really quickly escape that position. What is Tobi? What does he have in back to fight this? Well, Black Riders himself.
I thought Tobi was really ahead here, but all of a sudden he's down 3k score after that fight.
Yeah, the point is he's sending Black Riders, that's why. And he's just trying to kill all the Black Riders of Passi, because then he wins the fight again, easily. But he needs to get there.
No, because he's just got Ulans there, yeah. So he's just literally focused his Black Riders down as much as he can. And because they're all melee resist, Townsend's gonna do a number on them if he can micro that.
Yeah, and now more Ulans coming in, and the Black Riders are going to be hitting essentially as even harder now. But Tobi needs some other stuff as well. He needs skirms or something that popped right. Oh, losing his vills there.
Oh no.
Losing a lot of vills.
Oh, that's so sad to see.
Yeah, but basically what he's doing is more or less occupying Passi, I think. But it's not going to be enough. Tobi is going to lose this if he doesn't have a really lucky fight now.
He's lost too many vills there. What was that? 2, 4, 5 villages technically in that one.
Yeah, and Passi pulls it back. Yeah, but this is... it's 26 villages to what? 26 from Passi? How? Jesus. Wait, Passi is only 26 villages? Did we miss a huge raid or something? Because now Jaegers is on the field and this is...
Wait, what?
Yeah. Oh my god, Passi has actually set his settler point of the home city. The set... Look at that. That's not a yellow settler.
I'm just... casually in the base here, trying to don't mind me.
I hope he fixed it now, but I think Passi did either not produce or he did something wrong because he's not ahead in vills after killing 4 of them for Tobi.
Yeah, a settler wagon and 4 natural vills. Like, come on, man. I feel like we're missing something there. Maybe raid off. Things happen.
Look at that, by the way. This position is about to be found out, and that's going to hurt Tobi quite a lot because that settler wagon is down in HP quite a lot by this.
Yeah, they're all really low HP. He should be able to pick one of them off before the Black Riders get to it.
No, I don't know. Yeah, the Drecksau. Die Drecksau hat's geregelt. Good job here. And now houses come out. Preemptive scouting houses. You know them. You love them.
Yeah. My favorite. I love doing that. It's so smart. 100 will get your pop up, especially as Germany, and it's nice.
Yeah. And now, we see Jaegers on both sides, but the problem is, Tobi only has Jaegers, and Passi has a buttload of those juicy Ulans as well on the field.
Oh, so much cavalry. Bloody hell. 44 damage apiece.
Oh god, Tobi.
Glass cannons, but once they connect, Jesus.
Yeah, I think, honestly, I don't want to be the guy. Yeah, cleanup time, certainly. But you need a wall here. Just saying.
Yeah, see, that's why Tobi's lost. He hasn't won.
Oh, true. There's not a single wall on the field. Maybe that's the problem.
But
Yeah.
pushing in under Tobi's base here, chucking the Jaegers out in front for that nice little line of sight and good range. A couple of volleys off onto those Black Riders.
But honestly, I love the positioning in theory from Tobi here because he's just in the wall and that. Look at the pathing. The Cath is completely effed here.
And Jaegers taking a few pot shots onto the Black Riders here, and Warwagon's micro.
Yeah, but suddenly blue Yulins spawning in from everywhere, and Passi is about to take this as well, I think. Because it looks weird, because he certainly had more unit pop here, but he still, I think he will outlast Tobi in this fight. And I might have to take that back.
I was just about to say, maybe not. Yeah, those reinforcing war wagons really coming in clutch here, and those Jaegers look like they're going to be forced back eventually. I did not expect that to happen.
Nope.
The trees. Tobi doesn't need walls, and he can still pull off the amazing micro just with a couple of trees in behind. And could you imagine the result of 5 out? But he's going to have to wait a hot second for them to come from.
Yeah, I also don't know what this was. By the way, another first time chatter in chat. So, Ame Jongpa, nice to have you here, man. I hope you're enjoying the show because we sure as hell are.
Yeah, bloody hell, this has been one hell of a series. These two beautiful players going at it, and I'm having a really good time casting this series. Genuinely,
Absolutely. And Passi, he is doubling down though. He is absolutely doubling down his Cav numbers. And the problem is, Tobi doesn't care. He's just producing more war wagons. So the next fight
What's
here...
that? Is that a house or it's outpost?
Yeah, that's a house because his eco is up there.
I'm just having, I think, a little connection there, getting on the Jaegers with the Ulans, but there's so many Ulans mixed in, they can just tank for the wagon, the heavy hitters.
Yeah, and he needs to focus though. He needs to focus the war against here in order to win this fight, and he's not doing it. So Passi might just lose all of his army again, especially now to reinforcing 5 Hulins, and that must be the GG.
Well, yeah, I think this is the GG fight. This is the fight that makes sense because all the res for both players is starting to run out. They're having to venture in the middle of the map, and yep, there it is.
Oh. And just because people in chat were asking who has cavalry combat, none of them do actually. They have just sent through units, and more units. Oh.
Yeah, unit shipment back to back. Tobi actually taking the middle trade post as well.
Oh yeah.
During that.
No,
game,
wait,
so
no, he
was
didn't.
ahead on the ship curve.
He didn't.
He didn't, or is it just there?
Yeah.
It's just about.
He was planning on doing, but she had other responsibilities, namely tanking, I assume.
Yeah, true.
And I say we quickly because the players are surely ahead on to the next game already, which is the last game of the series. I'm quickly going to switch over.
Sounds good. All right, so the final game, Game 7, is going to be on Scandinavia, beautiful map, and that one is going to be Passi will be opting for Brits again.
Oh, makes sense.
And Tobi will be opting for Hausa again.
Oh god. Oh. This will be This will be an interesting one.
Final one here, boys. Bet your channel points. Have a laugh. This is it, and then we'll be off for the night. So sit back, relax. 6 beautiful games from 2 very, very good players so far. And we're about to head into our final one. Yeah.
By the way, can we just quickly look at the mirror stats here? Both had 93 military, both killed 94 units. But the most produced unit, or the favorite unit, speaks volumes because you've got 29 Yulins from Tobi. Yeah, and only 67 from Passi. And just looking at military unit population, Passi threw one fight after the other here, it seems like. Shame for him though. But I mean, what not really through, but Tobi he didn't build any walls, he just used the trees instead. Still messed up the pathing and won him the fights. Strong stuff so far. So let's get you guys quickly back into the pre-match and after that into the game itself. Yeah, scrolling through the chat endlessly, and I'm sorry. What's the score? Lars, on the right upper side or in the middle of the screen right now? What the point of predicting with these odds? Well, if Passi wins this one, you get a lot of money out of it, I assume. Might be worth it. So just to confirm once again, we're seeing Brits again from Passi, right? And on the other side, we are seeing Hausa again. And the game obviously is already up. So let's get this stuff going, guys. All right. I think we kind of lost Josh in the meantime, but that's all right. We're just going to take the start here anyways. In the southwest of the map, Scandinavia, we see Tobi with his beautiful Drecksau Explorer on the way. A sentence that in German sounds a bit worse than it does in English. On the other side, northeastern parts of the map is of course Passi. And for this map, obviously, a few different rules apply. You don't have a hunting base. What you have is blueberry bushes and the treasure that enables you to gather almost as fast, or I think as fast, from them as from hunts. Yep, 0.84 gathering speed for those people, guys. And that just means that you have a very stationary eco for the start of it.
Yeah, obviously that berry treasure as well, super impactful.
Oh, look at that.
Early on.
That's smart from Tobi. Tobi doesn't even look at the blueberries, though. Because his granary is only boosting hunts, I think.
Ah, yeah, that's no point going on to the berries if the granary, yeah, is just opting for the hunts there. Yeah, good.
It might still buff the blueberries, but the point is he usually gets the hunting dogs or the village dogs, right? And those certainly don't benefit the blueberry bushes. That means that way he kind of circumvents that issue. Interesting thing. Yeah, and it's the enemies. Sorry for that. That was my fault. But again, those 5% or still 5% gather rate for a Civ that is already having issues hitting a perfectly clean age up food volume. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, both players really opting for that early food age one. Passi opting to manners. Can we have a look at Passi's deck?
Same as before against Inca.
Same.
Yeah.
Same as before. Yeah. All right. I wonder if Passi can take this final matchup here and claim a second win versus Tobi, or if Tobi goes for the 6th one.
I think it's a difficult matchup for Hausa though against Brits, because you have a hard time contesting their eco growth at the start. So that is an interesting point. And also we saw how Passi performed earlier with Brits, so he didn't really give a damn about what Tobi did. He just killed him dead right, he was trying to age up. So if we see that kind of confidence again, this might actually be Passi's game to take.
Potentially. I mean, same before, he's really skilled with Brits. He knows the timings well. He's pulled out a win with them in the past, like you said. And especially on this map, the option is there to mix water, but although having that non-water deck, it may not be the option. But he knows Tobi from that game of Manchuria, that Tobi does like to go water with Hausa and mix it in there. So I'll see if he goes for it.
Yeah, we do have Passi boats again, so we all agree on that naming again, right? Well, yeah, let's see how this works. And what I'm fascinated to see here is actually that we don't see a GMT kind of play, because you have 2 backwards trading posts, right? So you can easily take those, get a stagecoach going, and just, well, have an extra eco. I'm just saying.
Yeah, why not? It's an extra. It can supplement your economy, supplement it to keep up with any fishing boats that come out. If Tobi opts for potentially a couple of start, it can keep him in the game before that pays off.
Oh. On the other side, Passi is a bit faster with the age up. Governor, of course. So we're going to see a tower. Do you think he's just going to do the same thing he did earlier? Strat-wise, like just building a mask and going all in at a certain timing that he feels is confident with. Oh yeah, let's see. Over here, treasure being taken. What kind of treasure do we see here? Oh, that's a nice one. 90 coin for Passi. Obviously, that feels good. First shipment. Hunting dogs coming in now. First shipment is actually quartz. Yeah, 700 wood. What a surprise. And let's see where the outpost wagon goes. Barracks in base, so the outpost wagon might not be far from it. Oh, never mind. It's actually a bit forward. I guess just to scout any incoming...
Extra line of sight? Yeah, it doesn't want any of those raiders coming in, or even javelin riders and causing some havoc on a couple.
Yeah. Tobi actually going for the trading post. Which one is it? House of Vaza. So obviously that's a good one for him. You got the trickle improvement, which is great for him. You also got unit cost reduction. And, oh yeah, the torps. I almost forgot because I'm just usually too unaware of them to play them. But they are really, really beneficial for a civ like Hausa because they also buff your eco and population space. Also HP tech. True.
Strong natives on this map. Yeah. And I think if you notice as well, getting those trade posts as well will work late game. He's also what's that taken age for the native treaties as well. So if he gets into a pinch, he can easily send all that, and he's going to have a huge batch of units coming out.
True, yeah, that is absolutely true. I mean, don't forget that is also in there not just because of the civs on this map, but because Tobi, as Hausa, allies with lots of native civs with each ATA basically, and those units count for that shipment as well, I think.
Exactly.
So
that double the value.
And you of course have them auto-teching, right? Shadow teching as well. Oh, first raids coming in, and Tobi's just committing to it. Just doesn't care. He's just taking that villager. One villager, one raider. He's taking that trade. Oh, and Tobi is... oh, look at that. He is going for the full raider build. Yeah.
I mean, he knows that the Brit eco is going to outscale him early on at this point. The mana boom is just too strong, so he needs something.
Yeah.
He needs to be getting every vill he possibly can, and, you know, one vill here, one vill there, all of...
Yeah.
And 2 minutes later, he's back, neck and neck on eco.
Yeah, what I don't like, though, is that Passi is actually going for bows, because I don't feel they are necessary at this point, because Tobi is just going to go for an all-out calf push. I've seen this before against Brahma, I think.
Yeah, someone mentioned it earlier back in game 1.
Yeah.
When we saw these matchups, and we'll see if he pulls it off, because opting for a heavy longbowman, a nice little multi composition there to cover counters, but unknowing that he's going to go full raiders here, this would end up being too good. Yeah. And raiders having that multiplier against light infantry, do they? Or...
Yes, 1.5, basically against all infantry, but obviously a negative multiplier against heavy, so you get the point.
Yeah.
The usual shenanigans with multipliers.
So while the longbow mass is up right now, hopefully one more batch of raiders, it might be go time.
Yeah. Passi is now sitting on only 26 villagers because he's just not able to get the houses out appropriately. And he has been basically driven off this hunt up here. The only hunt he has in base, well, there is none. He's eating it right now, and then he just has the bushes.
Brits needs map control, and right now Tobi is literally choking him.
Yeah. Great stuff being played here, although there's a double batch muskets coming out, and those bows are a bit, I'd say brave, if not stupid. One of the two. History
What's
or
the range difference compared to the longbows?
Well, I think 17 to 20, 22. Sorry, yeah.
So they'd get eaten up.
Yeah, those, and the DPS, of course, 9 versus 16, so. A double loss there, basically. But I think more cost-effective at the same time. And, of course, more speed, which is important for them. And their firing animation is not dog shit. So... oh, look at that. Passi is not having it. Passi is not having it. He's
just gonna... He's doing what he did that last game on Pempasio. He's literally just right Tobi's base right now, and he knows to deal some damage here. He's up 2k score. This is it.
Yeah, and he's just going to take down everything that's still alive for Tobi. Missing a hit there, sadly. Oh, no, he's going back. He doesn't like the idea no more. Oh, no, he just found a creative way to take map control.
Scare him into think you're going to go for the right click and then get your next hunt.
And now he's basically just doing to Tobi what Tobi did to him. He's just going to abuse the range of his longbowman to keep Tobi in base. I love it, honestly. That is a creative play.
He's got a couple of berries. He's got a couple of berries left over in base, but we got to remember that they're really low amount of food, I think, or something, or even less.
Look at that.
And they get eaten up really fast.
Tobi just lost another villager, so now we've got almost double the vill numbers here. And Passi is microing this beautifully. He has the muskets in the back, the longbowsman in the back in the sense of where the cav comes in. And now he's going to switch places, hopefully. Dragbox micro, come on. No? No dragbox? Magic dragbox? Oh, I'm a bit disappointed, as you can hear.
It was worth the idea, well done.
Yeah.
Well, those longbows just going to trade so well versus this raider Fulani composition. Just the high amount of damage, the high amount of base damage that the longbow have.
Yeah, and I think that is just what you see here is Passi's confidence with Brits is something entirely different from all the other civs he has played today. He's just taking the fight because he knows it. He knows this fight and he knows that he can take it. He just needs to redirect those guys now, quickly. And just as I said, he can take it, he's dying. Which is not a good sign of my casting capabilities.
I guess not.
Yeah.
Maybe Passi getting a bit overconfident there with that fight.
Yeah, but honestly,
regardless, yeah.
45 vills to what? 23? So quite literally double the numbers, and he can't push this base here.
Passi can afford that to lose that fight.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm just quickly tapping out here to have chat in base. Yeah, there we go. Oh, Lord Grigor, subscribing. One more of our guys. Also, a guy who actually is in 1v1 about 1,000 elo and almost beat Tobi in treaty. So fun encounter that one was. But sorry for the trivia there. We are back to the fight, and Passi.
Really
it's I don't know. Now the next hunt has run out, and does he just keep going from hunt to hunt, migrating his military with his economy? I guess that is what he does.
That's what he's got to do. He can stay there and get on those berries, but the techs from the market aren't going to apply to that. So he's got to find another hunt. He's got one to the left and right that he can opt for, but the issue with that is when he moves his armies over there, he's Tobi to reach out and get that in front of him.
Can you see what I'm seeing here? I mean, we've got a stagecoach out and we got water. So Tobi is just doing the usual Tobi. And now Brits is in a dire spot if they don't do something.
That's what he needs to get back That's what he needs to do to get his eco back in the game.
Absolutely. And look at that again. He's again going for Haudenosaunee. So let's see if Brits has learned from the last encounter with his musk heavy.
He knows what's about to happen. He's just got to stay calm and trust that he can make the right counter here.
Stay calm and please panic a little bit. So let's see if that happens. Well, yeah, interestingly, both players now slowly starting to touch their berries. Passi a bit more so, obviously, because he needed to. But honestly, I have to pay respect to the way that he pulled out of that choke hole that Tobi had him in earlier. Honestly. But yeah, with the muskets in here, I don't know. If Tobi gets out a big enough mass of his Haudenosaunee, I mean, those guys just shit on every musket unit in the game. Or almost any musket unit. Just because of the huge area damage.
Yeah, what cards has Brit sent? I wonder if his musk can keep up with.
For people asking, what is Tobi going to do against this? Yeah, he's walling. He's effectively walling. And he's taking...
Exploring the backside, wow.
Yeah, quite literally. Yeah, thank you. Exploring the backside, indeed, Iron Turtle. I hope you heard that all right. I'm just going to turn it up a little. No, wait.
Exploring the backside,
yeah.
Wow.
There we go. And yeah, that wall is up so far. Water is looking healthy already for Tobi.
Exploring the backside, wow.
I love that he's put it like right in the back corner in case there's like any boats out,
This I like a lot. This I like a lot.
Yeah. Guys, I do hope that you're hearing the sound alerts all right, because I changed a bit of the settings earlier. Because
they're coming through good.
Oh, good. Perfect.
Exploring the backside, wow.
Wait, why doesn't he use... Oh, it's not ready, is it? Yeah, I was trying to look if the House of...
This I like a lot. This I like a lot.
Right. Shy off. Almost there.
Wait a second. The fight might be happening, and... Oh, God. A huge raid there on all sides.
Oh, bloody hell. The Raiders are raiding. What a surprise.
Yeah, that's so bad. Oh, God. But at the
This
same
I
time,
like a
big
lot,
fight
this
in
I
the
like a
middle.
lot.
And I don't know if Passi knows that he can't fight Huss into Jeff Riders. But maybe, I think he even takes this fight down here.
Just to tank a bit, he's getting
On the
enough
backside,
enough value off HP tanking that he can just deal out the damage as well. The issue on the right side is it's GG. There's where, but the
This I like a
reinforcing
lot, this I
Khan
like
is
a
going to
lot.
be able to hold him off enough that Passi is just going to be losing so many. Got to be over 10 double digits heading into 15.
Yeah,
Look
we're
at how
at,
many kills he's losing.
we were at over 50, I think, earlier. Now we're back to 45, with Tobi being close to it. So even if he takes this fight, I don't know if he can take the game anymore.
This I like a lot. This I like a lot.
Okay, I think I do have to turn off the alerts now because we're not getting as many sound alerts as we are getting sound alerts being displayed. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, look at that. The entire army for Tobi basically dead. A bit more on the side, more raiders. But the question is, can Passi do enough damage here to actually fight this? And to end this game here? That's the more important thing. Because Tobi is still, he's just booming his arse off on water. On both sides by now, if I haven't mentioned that.
And it's beautiful. Those vills literally cannot be raided. Sorry, unless Dot comes down from Passi to push him off water.
Oh,
So
that's,
this whole time he's got half his economy that's actually unraidable,
yeah.
unideable.
Yeah, and oh god, I think that Passi is just overextending his stay here as well. Because
Yeah,
he's now...
about to get cleaned up. Look at all these raiders.
Yeah, I mean,
Weak
they don't do
units,
shit.
But the reinforcing fire. Look at the Fulani in the back line.
Yeah, those are especially the units that are going to do the damage here. And, I mean, the goddamn 4 with range damage that is shooting all the time. Jesus. Oh, thanks for the raids, Mr. Rewind. That really helpful. 5 more people for the big finale of the series. Tobi versus Passi here. Last game in the series. Hausa versus Brits. And a game that I don't know how to call, honestly. Because we really don't know what the end of this is going to be. Because the reinforcing Huss batch here is going to help out a lot.
Yeah, trying his best here to pick off as many Fulani is, but he's going to lose 5+ for 5 Fulani.
Yeah.
Be worth it here. He's down so many bills. Scores are still in Passi's favour though, mind you, and he's got heavy map control, water firmly in Tobi's favour, but how long will it last?
Yeah, and Passi on the other side, he's producing more units and getting the upgrades, but the problem is he is capped with his villager population, in the sense of he's capped with a manor house boom. So there's no more exorbitant villager boom he can pull out of his ass. And
Let's have a
Tobi
look
does.
at Tobi's perspective real quick. I just want to check. I think he's put the Vassar ability on.
Oh yeah, he did. Sorry, I
Yep,
didn't
the
mention that.
Vassar was on during that, so
Yeah.
those boys gathering, I think it's 25% speed.
Yeah, I think he only had it charged once or something. But yeah, that was strong, especially on the ships and all that. So he really got some resources down there. As you can see, I mean, he's double booming at the moment and researching long lines and getting villager HP techs. So he's taking it all. And Passi hasn't even touched the trade line behind his back. Oh yeah, Torps might be on the field as well. Oh wait, are they? Do we see any Torps from Tobi? Or am I just... No. But
No, I don't think I can see any.
more muskets on the field now. And Tobi is losing 3 villages. And that musketeer just squeezed through what must be the tiniest gap in the wall I've ever seen. But never mind. Yeah, and Tobi...
Barely.
Ah, there they go, yeah. Tobi being really smart in the sense of that he knows that the pushes are coming from the left side, so he has his eco, the more
All time.
yeah. Certainly is. More Arkans coming out, and honestly, the Arkans are great in this situation. Passi is too far ahead with his Huss. But at the same time, the muskets might just be enough still. Look at all that damage coming out there. Oh god, that is terrible though.
Oh, not that. Come on, Torp wagons, please get down. Give me anxiety. Jesus Christ.
The
Build
top
it.
wings are going to stay there. They want to spectate. They like
Yeah,
to
they're
watch.
spectating the fight.
Yeah.
But
And-
yeah, I thought this was heavily in Passi's favour, that fight, but just one. That's insane. One batch of Akans.
Oh no, double batch.
It.
So
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. One, double batch from the war camps has literally just turned this on its head.
yeah, but now the reinforcing cav comes in, and Passi is not yet done with this. He's not taking. He's not giving up so easily. But there comes the next reinforcing batch. Oh god.
Feels like tower defense at this point. It's like a zombie scenario. You're just throwing right, and you have to defend.
Yeah. Look at that. And he's just doing it because now he's on water with 56 villagers. He doesn't have a care in the world. More villagers for him. Passi is for some reason now getting Virginia Company. And I have no idea what that is about. Because he can't build any more houses, can he?
Is it? Maybe he just doesn't have any other shipments to send them.
Yeah, let me check. Yeah. Well, that is a tough choice, isn't it?
No, bro, you got to go CM. Get the. That's it. That's the
Yeah,
far push that
Minutemen.
wins the game. A Minuteman pop with your army. That's the GG.
You think it's better than just gathering resources almost in shooting range of your enemy's outposts with your villagers? Do you reckon?
Wait. I need me to do. Need to do a map check. There's two hunts left, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I think one of them, yeah, that is a hunt. That is a hunt, and all the berries are consecutively being eaten up. So, welp, not great for Blitz. Although he is now pressuring on water, on one side at least, with one caravel.
Finally, the caravel is out.
Yeah, but two party boats are about to pop as well. So I don't know how he holds this.
Tobi up, yeah, 1k score behind this. Vills are actually in Brits. I mean, in
Certainly in House's
point.
favour. Yeah, they
yeah.
are. Another caravel is coming out for Passi though. That is super important.
Finally, Passi is finally getting the stagecoach behind his base.
Is he? Oh god, that took by far too long. Let's be honest about that. Passi's building another caravel, and Tobi's H2 H3 with the Aka on age up. So I think there's some improvement stuff packed into that research package coming with this age up. Yeah. Party boats coming in, and those guys are going to be annoying for Passi. He needs to figure this out fast. Ah, God, but he doesn't. Nope, he's not. I think he's not even going to get one down. Oh, that is terrible for Passi. His entire water presence basically being cleaned off in the matter of a second. No, literally no food accessible to him right now.
I love how a fully armed cannon-firing vessel of the sea, British Navy, can be destroyed by a couple of guys on a raft.
But dude, look at those guys back here. I mean, he certainly is partying hard there. So all that party power certainly paid off. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, and I just 5k gold mine resource exchange. I don't know. Oh well, hi, Tobi clapping Passi. Well, I don't want to say clapping, but 5-1 is strong performance. I think that's what I'm going to call it. Yeah, look at the score. Passi is not taking it, however. He's now going for the stagecoach as well. Just upping his game and trying to get somehow back in water. I don't know how he's going to do that though, but he's going for Golden Liberty. So he as well has found the joys of allying with the natives.
Yeah, especially when you extend H2 play for this long, taking native posts is a nice quick boost to your income. Or just boost to your game in general when you can't unlock the technologies of going to H3. But H3 has finally been reached from Tobi. Passi chucking down an H2 mill. I think this is Tobi's hand by this point.
Yeah, that is too strong. The age up took forever. Yeah, I think Tobi did not use the fast stage option because he wanted to get 1,000 what's it called? 1,000 influence shipment down.
Influence? Yeah.
Oh,
Having
and
said that, it's not. Passi isn't down and out. It could still be a good comeback here.
yeah, but he has to deal with the party boats, and those guys are scary. And he did not a single time
Immediately runs away.
Yeah, take the other water. Don't forget that. Oh, by the way, Lucas L99 saying in chat that Tobi is scary, and Lucas knows what he's talking about because I think in the qualifiers for either the Hidden Cup or KO2E, I can't remember, he closely won against Tobi. Well, everybody was thinking that Tobi should be the absolute underdog there, and he has been playing him a lot of times now in our German league as one of the most active competitors. So Lucas certainly knows what he's talking about.
I love that Passi is like casually putting an outpost up like every 5 meters.
Yeah,
just
well,
to inch closer towards the fish.
Yeah.
And yet this whole time on the left side, there's an entire side of the map that's just completely
Oh my
gathering
God.
free of charge.
Can you see this? He's actually going for it. He's going for Fulani, and I bet you we're going to see the native treaty shipment as the next thing.
Passi's edging up, right?
Yeah. No, Tobi's edging up to 4th age, and Passi's edging
Is
up to
passing
3rd.
on a 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So I was going to say, yeah, you're right. Seeing native treaties here is just going to be absolutely huge.
There's a second emergency outpost right here. So he's just trying to starve Tobi here. Oh God.
He's like, yes, I've got him now.
Yeah. On the other side, there's
Call
more
an
ships.
ambulance, call an ambulance, but not for me.
Tobi is going to hit age 4 before Passi hits age 3, by the way.
Stereotype saying, let me guess, house ridiculous both for some reason.
Yeah, Feldherr, Feldherr Gobi, by the way. The ferret of the party boats is insane. Yeah, I think what also makes the party boats really strong, they don't have to align their broadsides with you, so they can just fire straight on into your face. And that's a very anticlimactic GG, but honestly, if I see him age up to age 4 while I'm not even age 3...
No! No! I wanted to keep watching. I was like so invested in that game.
That was entertaining as hell, though, yeah.
Oh, that's upsetting.
All
Well,
right.
GG, well played to everyone. That was a great game to watch.
Yeah, that was...
And a great series.
That was a huge series. A great series for Tobi. I think he can congratulate himself on that one. Not as great for Passi as well, but I think Passi also showed quite a lot of times what a strong player he is here. Just, I think he adapted too little to Tobi's sieves, if that makes any sense. I think that is what hurt him the most over the span of these games.
Oh. Wait. Did I see something or did I see it wrong?
No, there is some stuff going on that is being auto-moderated.
Okay. For some reason, it looked like someone subscribed for a bit there, but maybe I just probably misread it. Speaking of which, yeah, again, beautiful cast. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Heading into your weekend now, I think there's a great start to the weekend, and drawing to the latter half. I hope you guys are enjoying it. MFG had a beautiful time casting that. We'll check out the post-match real quick as well.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot to say here. I mean, Tobi only closely ahead, actually, before Passi, but I think once we go to military... Yeah, numbers are higher, kills... Oh, okay, yeah, H4 came in then, but... That was just strong performance on all sides from Tobi, and just a very good counterplay to Passi's aggression here, I think. Tobi just waited it all out while booming on all ends as good as he could, and that turned out beautifully. Although I have to say, the one game that Passi took was also... That was a no-bullshit performance. That was just... I'm not going to let you do what you want. He went in there and killed everything, killing that stuff off, and that was also a very, very clean cut there from his side. And probably
100%.
the only map where Tobi was not able to get the water boom or stagecoach or anything like that going. So, strong stuff from both sides.
Well, before we head off as well, MFD, you were saying as well, Tobi's last series, by God, he's put a show on for us.
Yeah, I hope Tobi wasn't taking too much, but I just I also mentioned that this is probably your last big Age of Empires performance here for the next time. I'm not thinking it's not the last of your game, the last game of your life, but I just wanted to give them a sense of how great of an ending that is as well for a beautiful Age of Empires career, and wanted to give you personal thanks for all the stuff you did as well for me as a personal. Because without Tobi, I wouldn't be sitting here and casting. He was the one that allowed me to actually cast the first time, and has ever been pushing and helping me since then.
Well, that's great. I'm glad that that's the case. Anyway, I'll let you sign it off then.
All right. So, GG one more time. GG's to all of you, to both of you for this series. It was an amazing series. Obviously, I think the Gajonians are more than happy with their 900 points players. And I hope you guys all enjoyed that game, that series, very, very much. I hope you enjoyed the casting as well. Please consider subscription or just generally supporting us and ESOC, because that is how we get all of this stuff done. Sorry for the baguette sound, man. I had to turn down the sound notifications, sadly. But yeah, if there's anybody out there playing at the moment and streaming especially, we would be really happy to hand out those 134 viewers out to you, or 120 about now. Yeah, that is helpful, Aiken. Just locking chat so people can't say anything anymore. Rate Tit. Is Tit online? Is Aiken streaming?
Is he really?
I just quickly have to check. Yeah, we are going to raid Aiken. I mean, obviously. Because he has been helping out with this stuff as well. And that's it from us, guys. One more thing. Sorry for the points, Kujin. Please don't redeem any sound alerts right now. Just I locked them off because they were repeating endlessly before. I think I still messed up the settings. But one last thing. If you guys, after this insane betting that just occurred over this series, have enough points, you can actually buy a ticket for the big DLC Steam Key Lottery that is going to go on during the playoffs. So if you have the points, just buy a ticket. Your name is going to get registered and go into the lottery. And then you have a chance of winning one out of the 4 DLCs that is currently available for Age of Empires 3. So I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm going to send you off over to Aiken now. So there we go. Raid. If Aiken was able to write his name in an easier findable way, this would have been easier. There we go. Alright, guys. Have a blast there. I wish you all the best. And Josh, a huge thank you for helping me out with the casting and with all the stuff outside of the casting as well. Really great help, and just joy casting with you as well.
Oh, good, mate. Yeah, it was an absolute pleasure.
And there we go.
Yeah, bloody well